Okay, dokie. Greetings, book club. Let's see, 45 minutes. Hold on. Greetings, book club, y'all. Book club. Book club, let's go. 45 minutes. Greetings, everybody. Y'all got your books? Page 50, what did I say, 58? No. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, 58. Let's go. Book club. Let's find out about The Narcissist Green Eyes by Mariah Perry. If you don't have this book, you need this book now. And you need to let your children read it, your high schoolers, your 20-year-olds. They need to read this as well. Greetings, everybody. All right. We got Candle on Monday, Love, Money, Business, $50, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Y'all got till tomorrow night to pay for it. We got Court Case on Wednesday, the 14th. You got to the 13th at midnight to pay for that. We got Triple Reverse Candle on Saturday, $50, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and y'all got till the 16th at midnight to pay for that. All right. Let's go. Let's get it. Why it's light outside? Because I can't fucking see this little right. I'm trying to figure out where did I leave off at. I see it right here. Okay, well, did we even, I don't even think we finished that. Y'all can find this in the book club. This is our third time doing this book, so we've done it 3 times. This is episode 33. Okay. Be willing to play small to win big was where we left off, but I don't remember reading this last little bit right here. Because I don't remember reading this over here either. Okay. All right, greetings, everybody. Let's go. Let me get up under this light so I can see. All right, so on 57, go back to 57. I'm gonna read that last little paragraph so I can roll over on the second page, on the other page, which starts with, this will do one, okay, this will do one or two things. Hold on, let me go back up a little bit. This is exactly what you want. Do not waste your abundant energy on competing with them. Instead, take the energy to build and promote yourself. Occasionally breadcrumb them with support, compliment, and positive acknowledgement in between. This will do one of two things. Make your enemy feel compassionate and want to make peace with you, or cause them to self-destruct or self-sabotage out of confusion. With this approach, you take a laissez-faire, whatever that is, attitude. Let things play out. Let your opponent do all the work by allowing the ball to be in their court. Y'all be playing too much. This book be making me sick sometimes. All right, ain't nobody playing games. Whatever action they choose to take will solely be from the work of their own hands. So in other words, just make them work for you. All right. Either they are more likely to make peace with you because they've concluded you did not guilt trip them or manipulate them into doing so much present. So, oh no, wait a minute. See, I can't even see. Hold on. You did not guilt trip them or manipulate them into doing so, which presents you as the most upright person. Okay, and when they present themselves as an aggressor and do not reap the results they were hoping for, they will conclude this was not your doing, but their own, and shift the blame to someone else. Oh, that's kind of bad. So now they're going to go around blaming somebody else. That's crazy. In this way, your inactivity will cause your enemies to cancel themselves out. So that's to get them to cancel themselves out. Now back on intimidation tactics on page 58. Intimidation tactics. Intimidation tactics. So this is all the stuff that a lot of narcissistic people, coaches and people be teaching on. They be reading these books, but they don't really share their books with y'all. But this be one of the books, but they don't really share the books. But this be like these books. I like to give people, sharing is caring, right? Caring is sharing. So you just sit up, listen to somebody talk about this does not make any fucking sense when y'all could be reading this and coming to your own conclusion on your own in your own free time. So it doesn't make no sense for people to gatekeep books that they're getting information out of just to come over on these platforms and make y'all think that they really coming up with some magical goddamn speech. No, they're looking at books like this, getting a little thing, and then writing and putting little pieces together. Yeah, I get it. But they got to at least show y'all the book, which is why I got the book club, so I can show you the fucking books. All right? It's up to y'all if you get the books or not, you know, and educate yourself on narcissistic men and women or family members or friends or groups or parties or affiliates or associates or whatever the fuck you want to call it, even neighbors. It's up to y'all to get the book so y'all can empower y'all self. All right? Excuse me. I'm just giving you the book. And you don't have to get it. This is the last day we're going to, oops, excuse me. This is the last day we're going to do this book. I'm going to try to get to this little sticky right here. Hopefully my eyes don't get tired. All right, because this is small. Let's see. Damn, I got the hiccup. Intimidation tactics. Okay, the intimidation or poker face tactic is when the envious individual bluffs their move, intentions, goals, or accomplishments to manipulate or disarm the target of envy. You can't, oh, I got this. Oh, I got this. Oh, look at this. It's like a bragging thing, somewhat. You know, the one that they're trying to reflect on or something. Let me read that again. The poker face tactic is when the envious individual puffs their moves. Yeah. Intentions, goals, and accomplishments to manipulate or disarm the target of envy. You can pinpoint an individual utilizing this tactic by their boastful disposition, braggadocious speech, or haughty essence. This is often an illusion where the individual holds a weak hand, but they manipulate those around them into folding and showing their hands so they can move accordingly. They can't move until y'all show y'all hand. That's why people say don't brag about business, love life, or not brag, don't tell. Keep it a secret is what I'm trying to say. Your love life, your money, your relationships, what your next move is, your business and all that stuff. That's why people say that. All right, because you're going to always have a hater out there somewhere peeking. It says, be mindful of an individual who is always bragging or talking about how well they are doing, what they have achieved. That's exactly what I just said. What they accomplished or how great of a person they are. This is often not the case, but instead an image meant to hide what is lying beneath the surface. When dealing with an individual utilizing this tactic, never fall into the temptation of showing your hand. Stand your ground and maintain your own poker face, as stoicism will be your valuable asset when dealing with these individuals. Never be swayed by their tactics, as it is a target or it is a tragic for a king to step out of the place because of a pawn, right? Talking about chess now. We're talking about, that was a chess strategy right there. Know how to discern illusions, right? So they may say stuff to get y'all to show y'all hand or get y'all to see if y'all gonna brag about something. Ooh, y'all got to do, or they be like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing it, just to see if you're gonna say what you're doing. So you know you're dealing with a narcissist because they will bring up achievements to see if you're gonna say, oh yeah, I was thinking I'm going back to school to be this, and this, and this, and then you go, oh I thought about going back to school to do this, that, and that. Don't fall into the trap. Good for you. Mosey on along. Glad for you. Toodles. Toodles. Like, literally, I've had so many women do that shit to me, y'all, it ain't even fucking funny. And still trying to copy off of me. I've had so many women do that shit to me and still copy off of me. Literally. And I ain't even said shit. If I wasn't doing it, I wasn't doing it. Only thing I said was, go ahead, good for you. I'm glad for you. Congratulations. Girl, you should do that. Boy, you should do that. I cheer people on. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. I'm not in competition. Guess what? Nobody can ever go get my accolades that I got my damn self. You gotta achieve your own accolades. But a lot of people want to size y'all up by what you have done. They want to try to see how far it's gonna take them to get there. So it's like they're trying to, okay, I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna do this, I'm doing this. Next time you see them, they always got something they're doing. Okay, fine, congratulations. Bitch, I don't want to do that right now because I'm not in competition with you. Probably been already did it anyway. But still, 313, my phone, look, phone just lit up. 313 angel number, confirmation. So women would do that just to get information out of y'all when y'all don't readily volunteer y'all information. The narcissists do that move to try to see what your mind is thinking on, so they can try to get ahead of you or try to mimic you in some type of way and work on it with you or try to stop you in some type of way. So don't tell people your moves before you move. All right? You don't play chess by, I'm going to take this bishop and I'm going to move here. You don't do that. You sit back there with a poker face and you look at your board, you look at your men, you look at theirs, and you look back at yours, and you look at theirs, and you look at the board. You just sit there and look at the fucking board. Right? Because you're calculating. You don't go, you don't do all that. So you look at all your men, you look at all their men, and what they got left and how they can move, and then you calculate the best one for you. You're trying to calculate, you're playing both sides actually. I used to play chess by myself, really. I used to play it by myself with a real board. I told y'all that. I used to have the board out. I'll make a move, a day or two will pass or hours will pass, and I'll go back on the other side and I'll move, and then I'll forget, because I try not to study the board, but see if I can remember, like pick up fresh moves. I had my way of doing it, but I used to play it by myself, pretend I was the same person playing with myself. But I would flip sides, I would make this space forget, because when I would come back to the board, I found out when I would come back to the board, guess what? I forgot where I moved from the other side. So that space allowed me time enough to just see a fresh play, a fresh board, right? Because I'd be like, damn, which one did I move? So I would be like, shit, I don't even know which one did I move. Literally would walk away, forget, 24 hours later, the board just looks like, I just would remember what side I needed to be on to play, but I would forget the moves and then just go from a fresh, play. That's how I used to play by myself. It worked too. It worked because I didn't have nothing memorized. I didn't go from back. That's not chess. Chess don't happen in 30 minutes. That's not a 30-minute game. It's not intended to be a 30-minute game. It's intended to be a mental, strategic game to build critical thinking, right? Solutions, outcomes, right? Navigate mathematics and all that stuff. So it's designed not to be finished in 30 minutes. If you're finishing in 30 minutes, y'all rushed. Y'all didn't think about your moves. You just probably most likely looked up and fucking got lucky, and one of you gonna really get lucky and win anyway. So, so that's with that little bit. Now the next one, competition, guys, that's courtship. Oh boy. We're on page 58, y'all. Competition guised as courtship. Now, this topic is often hard to grasp. Many people believe that they are safe from envy in a romantic partnership. However, there are instances, where one's biggest threat is who they're sleeping with. Y'all be sleeping with a stranger, that's why. Identifying envious characteristics in a romantic relationship can be extremely difficult because other components can cloud one's judgment. That's because you're in the relationship. You don't never see it when you're in it. You only realize it once you're out of the relationship and you start hitting the rewind button, like going backwards. And then certain segments start popping out. It's like when a man cheats on a woman. It's when a man cheats on a woman and she finds out he's cheating. She's furious, mad, with all this stuff. But after all that goes away and the tears kind of stop for a day or two or three or whatever, she starts going through the segments where she saw him cheating at, but she ignored it. Because y'all always see them cheat because they always lie on themselves and they always tell on themselves. So what you'll start doing, confirmation, I got goosebumps. So what you'll start doing is you'll start taking little snippets. Oh, that's why he picked a fight with me to get out the house. Oh, that's why he lost his wedding ring. He took it off when he was going out and then he couldn't find it. Oh, that's why he stayed late overnight. You'll start remembering all the moves, all the little snippets of time, the fragments of time that you ignored that red flag that person was doing something. Even the feeling that we would even ignore the feeling, okay? You will definitely, you'll be able to pick it apart in any relationship from there on out. You know, and it was a study I just heard. I was doing some video. Hold on, y'all. That was confirmation. I was doing some videos, looking at some videos, and I think somebody gave a statistic or something, and it was like both men and women both cheat. Just men get caught, and women don't get caught so easily. But one of the dude, I think it was a dude, and he said, well, the women cheat more than the men. They just don't get caught, but the men get caught. Both of them cheat though. And we describe what that cheating word is about, so I'm not going to get into that because that's another long topic because it's like everybody's cheating. So it's like everybody's a witch and warlock. So everybody cheats. Y'all not going to get away. You're not going to get away from it. You can say a little smirk, a little flirtatious is a person cheating because they giving some type of arousal, some type of smile to the opposite sex or somebody else, whatever outside a relationship. And then y'all might want to dress it up and say, well, they just being cordial. They just being kind. No. Sometimes it's not being kind. Because guess what? When y'all not around, they could go right back around to that store and then see that same person. So that's why a lot of people don't like. And I used to run into that all the time with men and women, going in and out of the store. And if a woman was with a man, the man wouldn't look at me, right? The black man wouldn't look at me. And I'd be like, really? So I'm like, are you doing that just to appease her insecurity that you're not looking? Or is that just you not, ignoring it, right? So I'm sitting up here like, damn, because you see black couples together, you want to speak. The woman sometimes will zoom by, the man will say hi. Sometimes you'll see mixed racial couples, the black man head down looking like he don't see me, but the white woman running on, she looking dead at my ass, and I'm like, bitch, if I want him, I'll take him. He was mine first. Don't fuck around and find out. All right. So it's like people get these couples are motherfucking so insecure out here because of this web shit, like we said the other day, that everybody, like when I was talking about that Dr. Cyan on them dating panels with Kitty and all them other people that full of shit anyway. But it's like, y'all want a man to be yes man, yes ma'am, yes, yes, right? and not even want to say hi to a person in passing without you thinking they're flirtatious. And it's crazy because that's what social media has promoted. A lot of cheating, a lot of infidelity, a lot of, easy to get in somebody's inbox and da 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 and da 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 da. And it's crazy. Like I said, the dating fucked up life is gonna be horrible for the next century because of this social media. It's gonna be horrible for some of y'all if y'all don't get a grip and heal yourself from that insecurity. Because guess what? So what? So the fuck what? The bitch gonna get caught sooner or later. You can't stop a man from cheating. You can't stop a woman from cheating, and you driving your ass crazy because that's too much fucking energy. I don't want your password, bitch, because you ain't getting mine, okay? So why am I worried about your passcodes? I don't care about your passcodes. Why am I looking in your wallet? I don't need to look in your wallet. I don't need to look in your phone, because guess what, bitch? You gonna tell on yourself one way or the other, and I'm gonna pick up on it. So why would I put that much energy in it? And what it is if y'all put that much energy in insecurities in dating somebody, it's going to happen. You're going to look for something, and it's going to be that something that you're looking for. You're going to make it happen because you're focusing that energy on he's cheating. Well, I don't trust him. Well, what took him so long? Why it took him 45 minutes to come from the store, and the store is 10 minutes down the street, and he said he was just going to get some water. Bitch, now I'm into calculating your moves. Now I'm into calculating the time. Why you in the bathroom so long? Why your phone is in the bathroom? You can't leave your phone out here? Fellas, I'm telling you, women and fellas, y'all better run if you got somebody like that. You better run. Because trust me, people be alone so many times during the day, y'all. Y'all can't stop them from cheating if you wanted to. Because it's periods when they're going to be alone, and that's all they got to do is wait for that moment. That's it. That's all they got to do is wait for that moment when they're by themselves. And they're going to do what they're going to do, regardless. So don't drive y'all ass crazy like that. It's just ridiculous. It was just, let me get the trolls out. They ain't got nothing else to do. You start talking to a guy because his entire entertaining another woman last week. I got too much class to be another woman in a man's life. So, and it said, drip, So again, don't puzzle yourself. Don't give that energy to your relationship. Don't give that energy to your relationship. Because whatever is going to happen is going to happen. If they're going to cheat, they're going to cheat. What did I get on my arm? How did I get a marker on my arm? I was like, what is that on my arm? Y'all didn't tell me something was on my elbow. I must have brushed up against something. But yeah, that's another move. That's another move for another day. So, and that's because of that romantic partnership stuff. So yeah, you could be with somebody temporarily, keeping you as a placement holder just so they can get to somebody else. So, but it's still not reason for y'all to just be trying to keep up with their every move. Y'all got a miserable relationship if you're doing that. You're going to be miserable. You're going to send your ass down the rabbit hole, okay? And then your worst nightmare will come true. They will be cheating on you. All right, so don't do that to yourself. Trust people, like DMX said, trust people to be themselves. Trust people to be themselves. Let the motherfuckers be themselves. All right, and that's your way out. And be like, thank you Most High. Thank you, God, for showing me this sooner than later. That's all you gotta be like, because it is what it is. All right, ain't nothing we can do about it. All right, what is it? Okay, identifying envious characteristics in a relationship. Okay, we got that one. The display of attention, physical affection, and admiration can easily overpower subtle moments of belittling, competition, competing, or backbiting. That's where they can use that hard sarcasm, not like poker face jokes, you know, or even when y'all around people, they got little smart little marks to say around people because they know y'all probably won't say nothing in front of everybody else or make a big stink about something in everybody else. Men will do that shit too. Women will do that shit too. The envious person who is attempting to disguise themselves as a romantic prospect can be vetted out in 2 instances. I think I said it right that time. Write this down. When they don't get what they want from the target, they're going to show that ass. Because I've had brothers do that to me too. You know, when their target gets more praise than them. Both of those. I've experienced, that's no shit lie. That's a no shit lie right there. I've had both of that. I've experienced both of that. They'll try to play it down or they'll call you something else, you know, other than your name, you know, because they're jealous underneath. I've experienced both of that from men. Yeah, I've experienced black man, from the black man actually, because I don't date other men. All right, so I've experienced that both from black men on both sides. If they don't get what they want, they act a fucking fool. And then if you're getting more praise than them, they water it down. They don't like it. They brush it off. So that's a true statement right there. Let me put that on there. That's a true statement. That's a true statement right there. So again, and you got no different from any other envious individual. Their envy will present itself in their behaviors. The moment a romantic prospect starts to blatantly disrespect you, aim to disregard you, and try to belittle you in front of others. Oh, damn, that was already there. See there? These are not only indicators of abuse, but envy. Be weary of sleeping with the enemy. Well, I was sleeping with the enemy. Goddamn. Ain't that some shit? See, told you don't see shit when you're in it. Told you don't see shit when you in it. You see shit when you get up out of it. You see the shit when you get up out of it. You don't see the shit when you're in it. So it's not our fault, ladies. We be sleeping with the enemy and don't fucking know it. It's not your fault. It's not your fault totally. Half of it is, but half of it is not. But there you go. There you go. We be sleeping with haters. Bye, Ted. Bye, Karen. We be sleeping with Teds and Karens, baby. It don't even be knowing this. Oh my gosh. It's the competition. That's why I say a wife or a man can be in competition with the other and not want the other to do better than them. And then y'all end up sometimes dating men and women like that too, that they don't want y'all to have nothing above them, or they're jealous of what you've already got and they want you to give it up. You know, they want you to give it up so that they can feel, you know, more achieved than you. That's a red flag. Because that is your security. That's your, actually women, that's y'all security blanket. That is y'all security blanket, women. If a man is asking you to give up your security blanket, you need to run. You need to get the hell out of there, because that man can be there today and gone tomorrow. And that man will tell you to give up something that you built for yourself, to trust them and depend on them when they can be gone tomorrow and you can be back on zero ground. My hair is tingling. That's a big no. That's a big triple red flag. Don't ever give up what you have obtained for as assets, a house, your money, your home-based business, your job, whatever the heck you do, unless you're choosing to give up the job and stay at home and be a stay-at-home wife. That's your business. But don't give up your house. Don't give up certain things because that's your security, because a man can be there today and gone tomorrow. We know that they do. They jump beds. We already know. We know men jump beds. We know they're always going to be looking for the next, person that's going to fulfill their fantasy, just like y'all women going to be looking for the next man that's going to level you up or have more than the last man that you were dating. We already know certain stuff. We just know because that's pretty much our behavior as women. Typically, we date up, men date down. They'll settle because that woman glad to have them and do what they want, but that means that woman don't know that that person's still being the person that they are when they was with y'all. They don't see that part. So now they're blindfolded from the part of rose-colored glasses, that they don't see that that person only picked them because they're easy, empath to try to, maneuver around for as long as they can. So they, of course, they will stay with an empath for as long as they can. Because look what they've been getting away with. We're peacekeepers. We don't like hostile relationships. We don't like all that screaming and yelling and all that shit. And I know I don't. And I've had relationships where you don't even have to do all that. So I know that's possible. You can disagree without raising your voice and yelling and screaming and throwing shit, and trying to put hands on people. Y'all are just unhealed and y'all don't know how to process y'all anger and y'all emotions. And so y'all take it out on the people closest to you. And that's anger problems, anger management, and don't know how to talk and have a reasonable conversation without over talking and yelling and screaming. And I can even not even agree with some things that a lot of my spiritual brothers have said, but it was never an argument. It was never like I had to argue or defend myself or felt like I was in a debate. Only a couple of them used to try to debate me, but I would never really go for it. When I caught on what they were doing, I just said, okay, yeah, I'm done. I'm going to walk away from this one, boom. And I'm done, because if they're going to do that stuff at first, they're going to do that shit during the relationship. And I let their ass know, you ain't finna do that shit at all with me, boo. Boo, boo. Boo, baby. Baby boy. So y'all got to pick up on a lot of that stuff. And the more you study, go back in your single years right here, in your single years of being by yourself. And the more you look back on different relationships or encounter with men, y'all, you can learn so much. You can learn so much. They showed y'all everything. When I say they showed y'all the lessons that you needed to learn, when you look back on the relationships that you had with different types of men, whether it was friendship, platonic, or romantic, or friends with benefits, it blows your mind like, damn, it's a lesson. It's a lesson. You got to grasp the lesson. So from that point moving forward, you know how to spot that type of person, that type of man, right? It's going to come different name, different signature, but the same lesson going to be there if you don't learn it. If you don't learn it. So, well, they confused because they're confused about who they want to be. That's the only thing why they're confused. They don't know who they want to be. They're still trying. Some men are still trying to grow up. Some men are still trying to figure out what their life is about and what they're supposed to be doing with that life. So every man that we come across is not a mature grown man. You got to rip my nose itching. You got to realize that. And it's okay. Just say that's not the one for you and move on. Don't try to keep forcing dinner dates and outings and stuff like that. If it's not jiving, it's just not jiving. You can't make them grow up and mature. You just got to move on. Move on like how they would move on from us. Move the fuck on. Move on. That's what they would do to us. Move the fuck on. So guess what? Move the fuck on. This one ain't got what I got. He too ignorant, or he too this, or he don't stimulate my mind. Move the fuck on. Don't let that one block the doorway from you getting to the one that you want, or you want the one to see you. Don't let that one block the doorway. And men, don't y'all let that woman block the doorway for y'all either. It's go both ways. Your ex thinks I'm his inner keeper. You're over it. He has nowhere to go except the hospital. Well, let his ass go to the hospital then. They'll give him a bed. Shit. They'll give him a bed for a little bit, then kick him out. You ain't his inner keeper. That's why he called X. He want a babysitter. He want a mama. He need to grow the fuck up. He's still in his boy years. He's still in his boy years. That's all. He ain't growed up. He ain't growed up. He don't know what man he want to be. You know, you ain't got to deal with that. They don't like dealing with women immature, so we don't like dealing with men that's immature. It goes both ways. I'm glad you said empaths. I think I'm one. I have battled every day, and it causes health problems. Well, if you say you're an empath, you're an empath. Don't think you're an empath. You either know you're an empath or you don't know you're an empath. Don't think that you're one. Say I'm one. You know, empaths have a certain energetic signature. You would know if you was an empath, because we carry a certain energetic signature that the regular populace does not carry. So you would know. So you just got to sit down and see. But let me tell you something. Remember, I told y'all before, we either show up as either or, depending on who y'all may be some newcomers. So let me explain a little bit about an empath and a narcissist. We all are one or the other at some point in time. It just depends on who you're talking to. Somebody could see me as a narcissist, right? But I'm actually an empath, but I got boundaries now. So my boundaries will make me look like a narcissist. Or if I tell somebody no and I'm used to telling them yes, then I become the narcissist. Oh, she acting funny. No, bitch, I got boundaries because you've been moving funny. See, you'll show up either or, but your hallmark is an empath. You'll show up either or, but your hallmark is a narcissist. You come in as a narcissist into this world, or you come in as an empath into this world. But you're gonna, I got goosebumps. Thank you, Spirit. You're gonna wishy-washer between the two, depending on what scenario presents itself around you. But your hallmark is what your hallmark is. You know, you only have 2 friends. Shit, I don't have friends. I have associates. I have colleagues. I have people I work with. I got away from that when I got deeper into the spiritual realm. I lost everybody. So I don't have friends. I have people that care for me. Yeah, they still like me. I still like them. But friends, no. Friends is like people you do stuff with, right? That's what I'm talking about. Friends. I ain't got none. So you got to do stuff with people. Like you go hang out together and stuff like that. So I ain't got none. Shit, that's what I'm saying. I ain't got none. I've been in hermit mode working on me. Shit. Getting myself together. You have acquaintances. So you have people I talk to. You got people you check on. Yeah, because you see them as, an individual. So yeah, they human. You human. Yeah. You can talk to people and not like them. You can talk to people and just tolerate them. Don't mean I work with a lot of people I tolerated. I didn't give a fuck about them. I didn't like their ass, their attitude, and nothing else. But I had to tolerate because I had to work alongside of them. That's a big difference. Y'all got to know the difference. We work with people every day we can't stand, but we tolerate their ass when we got to go to work because we got work to do, because we got business to do or something to handle. So don't mean you're a narcissist or empath if you got people you don't like or not. That's not realistic to put that in that, even in that perspective, to just say only empaths don't have a friend. No, that's not it. We do got friends. We do have some that we consider a good friend or let me just put it like this, a trustworthy person. We do have some, but anybody can flip on you. But to say that all empaths don't have friends, no. Some alphas have friends. Most alphas don't. Some alphas need company. Some don't. Some like to just do what they do. So we can't really pinpoint it. We just go by the statistics of what mostly everybody flock to. societal norms. What's common? What's a common behavior for humans? Common behavior for humans, they like to say, oh, we like to be in pairs. They like to be in groups. They like to be this, that, and the other, you know. Not necessarily. I think the older you get, the wiser you get sometimes. That's my point of view. Entertainment purposes only, educational purposes only. I feel like you just have low tolerance for bullshit. That's what I feel. And that's why we like, nah, I see enough in the workplace. My life, in my home life, that's my peace, that's my haven. I deal enough with the bullshit. When I go to work, no. And so most people just come home and stay to themselves. Because they ain't liking people like that. Bitch, you an empath, you don't like people, because I sure the fuck don't like people. And that's an honest, like, I can't stand some of these motherfuckers. Like, I can't, I was just there for a walk in the park. And I was like, this motherfucker pissed me off so bad because he had this little boxing dog and it was on a leash, but it was running around free and there's kids everywhere and I'm walking and I'm like, bitch, this dog finna be gone if this bitch run over here. So I'm like, why everybody just think they don't put their dogs on a leash? And it just upsets me. Like, it really do. Because I be like, bitch, the minute I don't, you want to tell on my little back ass, you know, and then y'all walk around like you ain't got to put the fucking dog on the goddamn leash. Bitch, it says leash your damn dog, motherfucker, for everybody. Like, that's that bullshit. Just don't like folks. Don't like them. But here they are trying to make me play by some rules. But that bitch ass don't play by no fucking rules. See what I'm saying? Fuck them rules, goddammit. Lao Zhao says nobody obeys. Nobody, what's the goddamn thing says? Nobody rules, nobody obeys. That's a meme I had on Facebook for years. It's got the yin yang sign. It got this black and white sign right here. I gotta see if I can pull it up. That's one of my favorite things, you know. Nobody rules, nobody obeys. See? God, that was deep. Uh-huh. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Nobody rules, nobody obeys. Zhao Lao. I be pronouncing his name wrong. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find it. It probably can't find it. Oh shit. What the hell it took me there for? No. These motherfuckers be moving my shit. Get the hell off of here. All right. Literally, y'all. Oh my God, this shit. Don't you hate when they fucking turn? This is not what the fuck I want. Off of there. Why is this motherfucker doing this? This bitch done tripped the fuck out. They be tripping. Confirmation. That thing's so old though. That thing was so fucking old. Like, it was so fucking old. I can't find the actual image. It's not showing me like I really wanted to. It's Tao though. Taoism. I like some of the stuff in Taoism. But it was who said that? Why the fuck did this thing change this shit? Hold on, y'all. My browser got fucked up. They always on that bullshit. Nobody. Where's that picture at? Where is that picture? I had to find it another day, y'all. I can't find it. It's in my photo gallery somewhere. Okay, never mind. I can't fucking find it. But anyway, it's Taoism. I think it was I'm trying to even spell it. It's got the Lao Zao. I think it's Lao Zao if I'm pronouncing it right. But anywho, let's get on. My timer done went out. We on 45 minutes already. It says the hell. Uh-oh, here we go. Let me see. Get on this light. The hell to honeymoon tactics. This the one I talked about the other day I wanted to get to. The hell to honeymoon tactics. Similar to the can't beat them, join them approach. We talked about this sometime too, y'all. Excuse me, confirmation. This is when an envious individual goes from being an overt adversary to a performative ally. However, this tactic differentiates itself from the can't beat them, join them tactic due to the differences in agenda. The hell to honeymoon tactic is more detrimental and as envious individuals utilizing this tactic has no intention of joining forces with the target of envy. Instead, they are switching from hell to the honeymoon phase to get the target's guard down and aggressively attack at the opportune time. How one can differentiate the can't beat them, join them tactic, the hell to honeymoon tactic, is by gauging the time frame. Okay, how quickly did the individual shift their disposition, and are they consistently with their kind? Are they consistent with their kind gestures? A quick change in character and inconsistency regarding kindness and warmth are determined factors. When faced with the hell to honeymoon tactics, be kind and respectful. Never be distasteful and avoid getting too close as the individual is waiting for an opportunity to bite. So I've even experienced a lot of that. That goes all in the damn workplace. That's everywhere. That's everywhere. You can find that shit everywhere, y'all. That's everywhere. That shit is everywhere. This one don't want to write no more. Hold on, let me get another marker. Yeah, that's everywhere. Raise y'all hand if y'all have experienced that. Raise y'all hand if y'all have experienced that. Again, so raise y'all hand if y'all have experienced that. And then it says by association tactic. Okay, so here's something. When an envious person strategically aligns themselves with the person they are envious of to reap the benefits of being associated with the target of envy. That's clout chasing. I've had that too. The envious individual will utilize association to sabotage the target of envy. And that was a small paragraph, y'all. It was that little bitty one right there. They'll try to align with you even though they know they don't like you. Underneath, they despise, love bomb, gaslight, do all that ass kissing. That's what I call it. Do all that, fluffing your ego and all that shit, knowing underneath their breath that they can't even stand y'all. Why even like, that's just too much fucking. Look here, bitches. If I definitely don't like you, I ain't finna be around you. But I'm not around a lot of people anyway. So it's like, even if I did have a lot of people, that's too much energy to be by somebody you don't fucking like. Underneath. That's too much energy. That's too much. That is too much. Like, just don't go around them. Stay away from them. Stay on your side of town. Damn. Like, you got people out there. Y'all got women and men out there that's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. This one is this one, dead weight energy. That's exactly what it is. And I'm not carrying that shit around. Fuck that. I'll definitely be by myself before I do some bullshit like that. All right, calculated cosine technique. Here's another one. So this technique is rampant in professional and academic environment where praise and promotion are given to the peer and colleague who is underperforming and submits subpar work. This is designed to weaken the self-esteem of the perceived threat. The goal is to make the perceived threat back down with their tail between their legs. If the target is not perceptive, they will question their efforts, try to gain approval, and go into overdrive to gain acceptance. Taking such action is a no-go when faced with this technique. The key is to remain indifferent in your response and demeanor. The more you're faced with rejection and replacement, the more you withdraw. Sometimes our best course of action is to call people's bluff. Let me see. The more you're faced with rejection and replacement, the more you withdraw. Sometimes that's what they be trying to get me to do. But y'all remember I said it was a YouTuber that I used to love to watch a long time ago. And she got on, they do this on TikTok and stuff. All these social medias are sick fucking narcissists on there, full of these bitches. And so this one when I just happened to catch her fucking thing, and I was like, no. I mean, I understood everything she was talking about. She was spiritual like me, and she was just on there, just damn near sobbing. And I was like, she's like, I can't do it anymore. I can't. And I was like, and y'all know I tell y'all that story all the time, and I knew that was their tactic, the way they do me on this damn thing. But I told y'all bitch asses I ain't going no goddamn where. So again, because I'm not worried about them. That's just keyboard warriors. And she let them bully her into a corner where she withdrew. And when I'm telling you, she had fucking knowledge and wisdom. She was talking some real good goddamn deep ass shit. Little did she know. Little did she fucking know. She was hitting it like white on rice. And I was like, yep, because you know why? Because we hold, much like the Sophias and the High Priestess and the Mommy Waters, we hold a certain, or the Liliths, we hold a certain wisdom that a lot of people, it's unpopular. It's unheard of. And the world wants to stay in this little cookie cutter box and put everybody in their little compartment, their little drawer, and they don't want that new wisdom, that untamed wisdom around. And she was speaking from a higher self plane, but I understood what she was talking about though. A lot of people probably didn't, but I did. She had a lot of followers, y'all. She had a fucking lot of followers. And I was like, no. And I just happened to catch that one where she was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm taking a break or something. I forgot, it was so many years ago. And I was like, man, they fucked that up. I was like, they fucked that up for me. Because I was like loving to listen to her channel, you know, and I was like, well, that's what it is. So that's what this tactic is when they try to do that shit to you. Calculated, cosign, where they get these other motherfuckers to cosign, and they all try to double team you and do stupid shit down there, and all that this childish high school play that these ignorant motherfuckers be doing. So, and that's what they're trying to do, get their little sidekicks and side flukies and stuff to do the dirty work for them and stuff like that. So again, no, you can't ask me no question. All right, but anywho, and who else I need to? Anybody else? Okay. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to go get their homegirls, their homeboys, or their side dude or side chick or their children, and they'll try to double team y'all, but call they bluff. You see, I'm still here, don't you? That's right. All right, call they fucking bluff. Go play with your mama, don't play with me. All right. So, and that's what they try to do, to see how weak you are or to see how strong you are. But let me tell you something. These are the same motherfuckers that could not sit right here and do what the fuck I'm doing. They wouldn't be able to pull it off. They would have been left. They would have been fucking left. They would have been left, just like this book saying. So no, call they bluff. Because remember, y'all, they're behind the screen. They're behind the screen. Y'all are the main character. Play y'all part. All right, when it is apparent you are being overlooked, even though you submit exceptional work and immense effort, draw back. If you have other options, communities, or opportunities available, redirect your energy there. Or if you've got something else, another project or something that you're doing, what you do is you transmute that energy into your creative projects. So you learn how to alchemize all the shit that they throw at you, and you become better, and you learn how to, oh, I'm gonna go do this. Oh, I'm gonna take that energy they gave me as fuel, and I'm gonna do a conversion with this energy, and I'm gonna produce me something that's gonna create even more abundance for me, or more money for me, on top of what I was already gonna do. That's how you do it. That's how you get their ass. All right. Now, you don't bag down and get off your channel, unless that's just where your journey is taking you. That's different. If that's where your journey was taking you, but not out of bullying, not because somebody is stupid and they want to bully you, with their insecurities and stuff. So it says, redirect your energy and efforts to where you are accepted and valued. Don't give their ass no more attention. Ignore their ass. Delete their ass. 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 Okay? Keep it moving. All right? Your ability to perceive the bigger picture at hand will inevitably have those that were once coming against you trying to make peace with you. The key is to remain indifferent after the damage has already been done. If you choose to reconnect, it must be from a strategic standpoint. Understand you may gain nothing from reconciliation, and make sure you don't lose any from this interaction either. It is also permissible to reconnect if you perceive a beneficial opportunity. Either approach is acceptable, but one must remain vigilant and indifferent in the process. So they're gonna come back and try to reconnect, because now they fucked up, tore their drawers with your ass, and now they want to come back and try to kiss the ass some more with some more love bombing and shit. So, and if it's an opportunity, that it has to do with them, then just be indifferent and vigilant. All right? That's what it's saying. Be indifferent and vigilant. So nip in the bud tactic is the next one. Y'all, you can't make this shit up. You cannot make this damn shit up. All right. Nip it in the bud tactic, kind of, so to speak. All right. Education is soul learning. It said the button that to delete. You know what I'm saying? Delete, keep it moving. Delete, keep it moving. Cookie, me too. It's a lot of dark energy. Yes. Yes. Yep. And then I said, Cookie, I'm still going to keep you at a distance if I don't like you. Stank energy. Yep. You are 2 times removed. Exactly. I'm like, nah. I'm like, Let them be at a distance. It ain't that important. It ain't that fucking important. Other opportunities will come by. You see, you can't compromise your integrity for bullshit. A lot of people are compromising their integrity for bullshit. And they just feeding on bullshit, and more bullshit gonna come. But when you nip that bullshit in the bud, that bullshit got to go the fuck away. That's kind of like the devil, right? You entertain the devil gonna keep coming to entertain you. But if you cut that devil off and nip that shit in the bud, pretty soon that devil gonna be like, bitch, let me go fuck with somebody else. That bitch gonna be like, bitch, bye. She don't wanna play. She ain't playing fair. She ain't playing right at all, goddammit. Shit, let me go get me somebody else. That's what that fucking devil gonna do. That bitch ain't gonna keep coming up there poking you and poking you and poking you. Bitch, you exert your own fucking energy poking me. You messing with your own fucking algorithm. You messing up your own energy. Shit. You messing up your own alignment. We over here alchemizing it. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be funny. So again, the nipping in the bud tactic is the tactic depicts the importance of timing. When an envious person utilizes this tactic, they are often thinking 10 steps ahead before attacking their target. Confirmation. They will organize an attack that weakens something their target is going to need in the future. It can be their self-esteem, credibility, or reputation. That's the character assassination that they do, right? But y'all know y'all rapport, and that's why they try to target y'all character, right? Y'all, character assassination, defamation of character. That's why they do that. So it'll come back later. So it can come back later. But like I said, I ain't, look, anything I say on this bitch, I'll be glad to fucking repeat it. You ain't got to snip, nip, nothing. Okay? Because I know exactly what the fuck I be saying. All right? So, and that's what the fuck that is. Okay? So it's different if y'all up here faking and y'all worried about stuff because y'all faking. So that's one thing. But when you're up here telling the truth and you have your own point of view and your own opinion, that is what the fuck it is. So nobody can blackmail you with that bullshit. You know? It is common for a hateful supervisor, boss, teacher, or professor to utilize this tactic to limit the advancement of a perceived threat. So that's why remember we was on TikTok back around Rona and something, or what might have been really after everything calmed down. And it was a lot of people taking pictures of the nasty garbage thing or the Walmarts and stuff like that. And they was losing their job. They were doing this shit. Well, some of them was on the job though. They were doing this shit on the job. They were like, look at this trash. It was a garbage man. I remember seeing a garbage man. He was like, look at where they putting all the trash at or something like that. And I don't know, I think he got fired or he got laid off or something, or he got in trouble because he was posting something about the job while he was on the job, but he was posting it on TikTok or something. So you got to watch out for stuff like that because y'all ex-bosses and supervisors or just mean supervisors in general or be trying to find y'all pages and do that shit to y'all. The goal is to sabotage connections that can benefit the target and block them from opportunities that will promote progression. When when an envious individual utilizing this technique, it is important for one doesn't fight the current. And that's why I don't make a big stink about it so much. I tell y'all that's what they're doing to me because they think that I don't fucking know what they're doing, but I do know that's their. See, they think they're hiding the hand, but I already see the hand. So I already know what they're doing. So y'all got to understand, that's why I don't even make a big stink, but that's why the lawsuit card keeps coming up. Because they're going to need a lawyer. Because they're going to need a lawyer, you know, for doing so. Lying on y'all name, all right? So that's what they're trying to do so it can come back and hurt y'all. And y'all won't get deals or brands or, you know, people don't invite y'all. Like, I don't give a fuck. This is my podium. This is my platform. I don't give a fuck. I'm too true for these fake ass bitches and shit to invite me because I'm not going to bite my tongue. You know, I'm not going to bite my tongue. And they know that. They fucking know that. And plus, I'll be able to read the fuckery that they got going on probably around them too. So they'll probably know, oh, no, we can't. She'll know we all fucking on this panel. She'll know it. I'll be looking like, not looking at all. Look, picture me on somebody's panel, y'all. Sitting up here looking, the audience, but I'm like this. Yeah, y'all too fucking. Yeah, y'all too fucking. Yeah, I know y'all fucking. Oh, okay. Y'all fucking. Y'all worried about them. I'm looking at the bitches I'm up here beside like, oh, you want to fuck that girl right there. I'll be up there reading energy, y'all. Energy check time. Oh, okay. Oh, y'all already done did something. You know this person. That's why they letting you talk to them like that. You see how some of them talk to... Now, I thought I'd be talking to y'all bad, but I talk to y'all with some love. And y'all know I got love, okay? Y'all know I got love for y'all, but I got equal hate for y'all ass too. I don't try to fucking hide it, okay? But listen here. I be looking at somebody like, and they just be like, and I'm looking like, well, if that was not rehearsed, let me tell y'all something. If that was not rehearsed, I would walk away. If I was that person and I did that to that on the panel, I would walk away. Why the fuck did I buy that ticket? That's what I would be walking away with. Why the fuck did I buy this ticket? I could have stayed my ass at home. And I get bottom feeder attitude. I really do. I get bottom feeder everything, right? Attitude, the way we carry ourselves, the way we talk, the way we promote and all this stuff. I get that to a point, but still, it's more of it ain't coming from a place I want to help you get off the bottom. It's coming from a place that, you know, I'm better than you. That's what I pick up on. And I'm going to look like this. Nappy head and all, kinks and curls, you know, and I'll be like, They don't want to invite me. They really don't. They don't want to invite me because they know I'm going to be like, I probably won't even say nothing. I'll probably just sit up there like this and be doing this number. Looking all around the room. All around the room. Y'all. I be looking all around the room, baby. Like YouTube, like shit, YouTube, and YouTube is. Like, don't play with me. Trying to look up there all innocent. Anybody gonna, look at here. Anybody gonna get up there and mention their husband and their wife. But let me tell you something. It don't stop these hoes from being in that motherfucking inbox because you done sat up there and said, my husband and my wife. That was for their husband and wife to not suspect something. So they have to call out their husband and their wife so that their husband and wife don't suspect something that they're doing. You don't think they know they're in a room full of a whole lot of women and men? Y'all don't think they know that? That was so they can know, okay, yeah, I'm taken. But that don't stop them from being in the inbox, as we've all heard, okay? Is the inbox. It's in the inbox where everything be going down at. It ain't on the panel, on the stage like y'all think. It's in the inbox. It's in the inbox. That's where the shit be going down at, okay? So don't think because they sit up there and they give props out to a husband or a wife that means that they're not cheating or there's not no infidelity, all right? And any chance they get traveling around, they gonna definitely take it. Because most of them can't not take it, you know? So again, don't let that fool you. Don't let that fly over your damn head either. All right, let's go. If one fights the current, they will exert energy and dispense valuable resources in a place they will never flourish and thrive, which you never see me even make. I just come up with the cards. They'll say it on the cards. Boom, boom, boom. I'm off. You know? And I tell y'all, that's what they doing to me because I know. Spirit has showed me enough. All right. Okay. And then it says, the harsh reality is the ground has already soiled. So you must take your seeds elsewhere. So don't be trying to plant with these people. Don't be trying to work with these people because the ground is already rotten. You're not going to bear fruit. You're going to end up wasting your harvest. Plant your seeds where you're getting the reciprocation at is basically what it's talking about. After you done nip something in the bud and you done realize what somebody has did, don't fucking bother with them no more. Right? It says the key is to move on. Yeah, that's the key. The key is to move on. Conserve your energy and move on. When one is in position of leadership and authority, the others have a loyalty to them or are too sacred to go against them. It is not wise to pursue this battle. Yeah, just let the shit go. Let the Most High handle it. Let your spirit team and spirit guides handle it. The truth eventually rise to the top, and people will know that these are people that were just jealous and envious of what you were doing. That's why I don't get up here and try to be like, I ain't do this or be arguing about what I hear them doing or see them doing. I don't get up here and make a big stank about it because I'm not going to exert that energy. Not cuss a bitch out now, you know, in the collective when I'm doing these damn karmic ass readings. But that's energy talking. I told y'all I don't cuss, but that's energy talking because they watching, and that's their stank ass energy I'm giving back to their ass. So again, but I'm not gonna like people get up here. Okay, what's the word? Is it prove the point? People get up here to, I guess, try to, is it convince or prove a point? Or I guess like the book saying, don't worry about defending yourself, just move on is what it's saying. Don't get up here and make a whole drawn out, long, crying speech. And I don't know why everybody picking on me. I get up here and I'll be like, that's what they doing to me? I use it as learning tools, baby. I use what they do to me to help some of you. Really, I do. I use it as a learning tool, a learning lesson. What they do to me, I give it back to y'all, and y'all see how I handle it. So when you come into the content creator box of that's what you want to do, right? Be a content creator. When you see Kim have done this shit, and you see how she done maneuvered through this motherfucker and stood on her 10 toes, then maybe y'all will stand on y'all 10 toes when they try to come for y'all. So I use it as a learning tool. That's why it don't really bother me that much. It don't. It's just, that's what they doing. That's their way of acting out behind the fake pages and shit, because they got whatever's going on with them, you know, unhealed. So again, yeah, you don't have to get out here and do a big old sob story or anything like that. No, just keep doing whatever you're doing. Don't focus your energy back on what your work is. Transmute that energy in a creative project, and then boom, they just extra fuel. All right. And then it says, this is, so then when they figure out that, oh shit, she transmuted my shit and she getting more shit and I'm looking more stupid. That's exactly what they're doing. Looking more stupid, because now they done realize they done helped you get where the fuck you at. And now they looking dumber than dumber. Okay? They looking dumber than dumber. All right? Because now they like, fuck. Damn. I thought for sure this move was going to get them. Damn. Shit. I done helped her out some more. God damn. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That now they thinking like, well, shit. I might well not. Let me go find somebody else's page to fuck around and scout for 6 months and then come out and start picking with them. And that's really what they're doing, y'all. They're just moving from content creator to content creator. And they come in all nice when our pages are fresh and new. And I tell y'all that all the time. That's what they did to me. So because I'm very transparent on that, because I've been watching them. So it's like, yeah, they come in when you're fresh and new. And the more you get up there, then, yep, the roach spray come out. You better pull the roach spray out, because they coming. And they still ain't coming. And they still ain't coming. And they still ain't coming. And then other tarot readers are stealing from you, and other psychic readers and numerologists and cardiologists, they're stealing from you. Everybody starts stealing content from you so you can back down, so you can get tired. That's the whole thing, y'all. That's what they do. They try to corner you in just like this. So that's why you know you're on a page with a whole bunch of narcissistic content creators, people that's greedy. Like if they just don't think there's enough business for everybody to be in, like the world gonna run out of business or something, like Mother Nature gonna run out of space. So again, that's why they're do that. They're trying to corner you. Everybody on here, I've caught so many of them, tarot readers and everybody using my shit, using my cards, going behind me. It's in the title. They do that shit. So I'm knowing they do that shit. So that's them insecure. That's them in competition with me. So that's them trying to get people fascinated to come to their page. But really, they're just a bunch of copycats and parrots that don't have good content and don't know what the title it is. Don't know how to put some shit together, I guess. I don't know. But I'm just saying, that's one of the tactics. So it doesn't even matter, y'all, if you in tarot or not. So it doesn't matter if you do tarot or not. That's what people that feel threatened by your existence do. They will get even the motherfuckers that tarot readers that don't even fucking like each other. They together on it. And they don't even like each other. But just to get you in a corner, they'll team up. So you don't even have to be that. It could be speakers. You could be a motivational speaker. You could be an influencer. I have a professional influencer took my word and put a book out. Took my word that I was using and wrote a book. And I know they watch me because I watched them watching me. I watched them watching me because they'll say the same shit I say to y'all in tarot. They'll go back and say it in their motivational speeches, in their influencing speeches. So again, I watch them take from me ideas and do not reciprocate. Take my emotional intelligent property, my intellectual property. I'm telling you, I watch y'all ass, trust me, like that fucking ego ass, okay? But I let them do it. I let them show me who they are. So I knows not to fuck with their ass. Put that in your book. Put that in your book. Put that in your book. So, and these are supposed to be professional people. Lawyers that done step down now. They influencing, writing books, getting ideas from us on content creation. From our source. From our source. But not once have y'all ass invited me to be on y'all fucking panel, though. Not once have y'all invited me. But you feel a goddamn audacity to steal my shit. You see what I'm saying? And that's what they'll do. So it don't matter. It doesn't matter if you're doing directly tarot, y'all. This is what I'm showing y'all this because this is what you're going to run into. This shit right here. So you're going to have tough skin. If this is really what y'all want to do and you want to promote your business, because it's enough business for everybody. And boy, I been said this shit. And I finally got another podcaster that I look at. He said the same fucking thing I said. And I've been telling y'all this. And I love listening to him. I love his voice too. He got a handsome, little good voice. You can call me to be on your show. You can, but the rest of them can't. Okay, but I'm saying you can. I love this man. This man, oh my God, this man. Look, confirmation. He said he was thinking the same thing I was thinking about these people. They are not taking authentic audience. They're paying for it. Remember, my numbers weren't matching up, right, y'all? And I know the algorithm, like he even said it, the algorithm has busted, right? Has like changed. And so he started looking at the analytics. And I was like, yeah, because I was looking at the analytics, you know? And I was like, something ain't right. Confirmation. This man came out and said they've been buying shit. That's how their numbers don't add up. Let me tell you, when you look at the number, you look at the success of the person, and he said it, and I've said the same thing. They can have, it's a certain level of content, like the number of scribes, but then you got the number of subscribers, but then you got the number of views, and you got the number of comments. Don't add up. It do not add up. And he said it, y'all. I came across it. I was like, thank you. Somebody finally fucking see it. Somebody finally see how they're doing. And this is somebody that's like me that do authentic, subscribing. Authentic. Don't buy viewers or likes or comments and, throw people money and shit to get, to go on their page and boost they damn. I don't pay nobody. It's authentic. I can stand on that shit. It's authentic. So that's a big difference. That's why you're getting waves of people pushed to the front because they've been buying shit. And this is two influencers, he said. I said, I know, because I saw it too. I saw the same thing you saw. And we in two different, well, not really. He's like an influencer like me, but I just do tarot and influence and other shit too. But he saw the same fucking thing, y'all. And I said, I knew it. I knew it. It's a white man too, ain't even a black man. It's a white man, bitch. It's a white man. And I said, oh, I already know two. I know two more. You might be talking about these two, but I done already peeped them two. So I saw it again. So what the ones he was talking about, yeah, I kind of know that one too, but I wasn't worried about that one. All right. I already knew that one. That's the big elephant in the room nobody want to address. So I was like, but when he said it, two people popped up in my head. I said, thank you. Thank you. And I knew it. I knew then. I fucking knew then. And I ought to put it in this motherfucker right here and let y'all hear it. I knew exactly what he was talking about. Because class, KAU, y'all gonna be like, Kim, you definitely did damn say that shit. You definitely said, I said, I know. I don't even know how many minutes. It was only 21 minutes. Let me tell you something. Here, I'm gonna let you, look, elephant in the room right there. Hold up. That's Tony Robbins. Everybody knows Tony Robbins. Right? That's the commercial. But this I love you, bro. Oh, I love you, bro. Boy, this is my boy right here. When I'm telling you this is my boy right here. This is my boy right here. To help you understand how to become deeply aware of the subconscious programs that are holding you back. This okay, but let me go back to the front. This is my boy right here. What? Hold on. Welcome to a changed mind, a sanctuary for your spirit, a place where each and every episode I remind you of the certainty of the goodness of the future. I'm your friend, your host, your guy, David Bayer. Love that dude. He's good, y'all. Y'all need to listen to him. I will give y'all that one. I ain't giving y'all another one though. I decided I would, and so he got some good information. How my podcast was performing on YouTube. It occurred to me recently, like, you know what? The algorithm's been changing. We've been getting about 30 to 50,000 listens per episode, which is amazing. I'm super grateful. That's this tactic right here. And so I took a look at a couple of other top channels. And thank you, David. I love you. And if you want me to be on your show, I will. I will tell you that one of the individuals I took a look at came out of the network marketing space and has become a big influencer in the personal development space. Helped a lot of people, inspired a lot of people. I'm not taking anything away from the beautiful things that this individual has done. The other one really started out in the expert business coaching space and decided they wanted to get into high performance and personal growth. And so I started combing through. If you're joining me on YouTube, I'm opening my phone right now. If you're listening on the audio platforms, just bear with me. And I'm looking at the number of views. I'm like, okay, the first individual has over 1 million subscribers. And I'm like, last video, 3,000 views. Video before that, 17,000 views. Video before that, 3,000 views. I'm like, that's really odd for like having over 1 million subscribers. But the algorithm's been changing. Week before that, 26,000 views, 9,000 views. And then I see 116,000 views. Then I see 198,000 views. So I'm like, wow, those are weird pops. You know, weird pops. Episodes that are dogs and some episodes that are winners, but when I click on this video that has 116,000 views, I see that it's only got 81 comments. And I'm like, that's really odd. 81,000 likes. And so I went and looked at my metrics and I'm like, well, here's a video with only 38,000 views. It's got 210 comments and 2,000 likes. And it's pretty consistent. Like, you know, what I see more or less is that about 5 to 10% of the total views on my channel end up becoming likes. Now, that's neither here nor there. It's not adding up. And I've been told y'all it wasn't adding up. Even with my page. Looking up to have been faking it the whole time. Even with my page. And I actually saw an interview on one of the channels between these two individuals talking about leadership while fabricating influence. And the point I want to make is this. This is not about them.
It's about what we believe as a result. And so this is the big problem and why it matters. Like, sure, you could argue that these individuals are getting guests on their shows as a result of falsified numbers. They're appearing on other shows as a result of fake numbers. They're getting keynote speaking opportunities, and maybe that's taking someone else's spot who deserves it. Fine. I'm not so concerned about that. What I'm concerned about is we compare ourselves to these people. And I'm speaking from experience. You know, when I started this show and I was recording my episodes, I was getting less than 1,000 listens per episode. And this was back in, I guess, the summer of 2023. And I remember looking at some of these influencers going like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I don't understand. And there were times where I felt like I wanted to give up. And this is not about calling other people out. This is actually about calling you back in.
Don't give up.
This is damaging not because they're cheating, but because you might feel like you're not enough. And it creates a false standard that honest creators compare themselves to. And I'm not even just talking about creators on YouTube. I'm talking about all of us. We look at the achievements that other people have made, and we compare ourselves to those achievements in our own timelines. And so many of these achievements are based on false premises. The metaphor I would use is it's like being a world-class athlete, which is what I believe you are. If you're listening to this show, you are in your process of becoming world-class at whatever you do. Hey everybody, it's Tony Robbins. Listen, I've spent the last...
And they put that commercial on his damn page, and that's the elephant in the room. That is comical as fuck. And in his comment... And it said in his comment, one of his people said, and they put Tony Robbins and that David dude right on your commercial, right opening up in your beginning of it. That's the middle. He all throughout. That's wrong. That's fucking wrong. That's wrong. That's fucking wrong. Now you know they like to block my shit, but that's wrong. But that false, that help shit, and you fudging your numbers. You're not talking about leadership, but you buying your way to the top. That's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about, y'all. See, it's only a few content creators out there that's actually authentic, that is doing it from their own personality, their own heart and soul, but everybody else is buying their way to the top and co-signing what we just fucking read. This whole motherfucking, what's this page? 60. This whole motherfucking page. And this part right here was what we just fucking said. Just literally what we said. So, in other words, and what did I tell y'all? I'm not going no fucking where. So, that's what they're doing, even in that scenario I gave y'all. But this is the other scenario. Because I started checking mine, which I always check my analytics. But again, I was like, yeah, these numbers ain't adding up. When you look at other people, other videos, not to compete, but to compare, to use like, okay, the comparison mark. Like, I started seeing the same shit he was seeing. Them numbers ain't adding up. Them numbers don't add up with that. He just said, I love this man. By the way, I'll share this to the community board because he got some good affirmations too. So I've been listening to him for a while.
Losing in competition.
I don't tell y'all everything.
To somebody who's using performance-enhancing drugs and then thinking you don't have what it takes. This creates a false standard that we end up comparing ourselves to. And it can affect real-world access to opportunities like I talked about, but really the biggest thing is that it deflates our own psyches. Now, again, I believe in a world of abundance.
That's narcissism.
Their success takes away from mine. But I do believe that if we're not careful, it can take away from our self-esteem. And so I want you to know right now, the competition...
He got a book, A Changed Mind.
There are certainly great people doing great things, but I will tell you, I'm seeing more consistently than ever before that people are achieving things based on a platform of inauthenticity, of making shortcuts on the system, and those chickens come home to roost. I think my grandma said that once. I don't really know what it means. I mean, I think you want your chickens to come home to roost. Why would you want your chickens to go away and never come home to roost? But you get my point. My point is this. The competition is weak out there and the space is very, very broad. There is room for you if you're willing to put in a little bit of action every single day.
He's coming. if you caught what he said, he's coming from authentic people. He's talking about authentic people. It's room for us because it's a lot of fake people that are put in leadership roles that have bought their way to the fucking top, if not slept their way to the top. I'm gonna leave that alone though. But he's talking about if you're authentic and you know who you are, it's don't go nowhere. It's room for us. See, that's why I said, oh, I got the goosebumps. That's why I said your gift will make room for you. Because in a fucking internet that is loaded with deception, only few people stand out as truly authentic. I picked up on him when I first came across him. I said, I like him. You know, his voice is sexy, but, you know, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother. I love me some men with some good ass sexy voices. Well, God damn it. Okay, but anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. But anyway, I like him. I like him. I listen to him.
There isn't anything
He's a good one.
Create, and I don't care who is doing.
Thank you, Leah.
Who's already doing it. There's space for all of us, but you have to understand you are not behind.
Yep.
You are not too small. You are not missing anything. And the people that you admire may be more polished, but they're not more powerful.
Ooh.
You know,
Bitch, I said, I was like, oh, that was lit. I said, oh, that shit was lit. He said they may be more, what? Hold up. I gotta write this shit down. I gotta write this one down, y'all. Hold up. Listen to what he said.
Not missing anything. And the people that you admire may be more polished, but they're not more powerful. You know, I started my own story in a space.
They may be polished, but not more powerful.
Comparing myself to someone and saying, what's the point? And that someone is the GOAT of modern day personal development, which is Tony Robbins. I pay tremendous homage to what Tony Robbins has built in the personal development space. He's helped millions and millions of people. He's impacted.
Told you the elephant in the room.
I think my work.
Told you the elephant in the room.
A lot of people at first glance, especially when I got started, was saying I was just like a Tony mini-me. Frankly, I'm half an inch taller.
I went to MLMs where people have said they were trained by Tony Robbins, $20,000, $30,000. Tony Robinson is the GOAT of getting training, right? With his mentors and all this stuff. But again, and I don't know if they do it for accolade situations or whatever. I don't even really care. You know, I see his little commercials every once in a while. But at one time I did want to do Tony Robbins, but then some just would not let me do Tony Robbins. And I'm like, nah, I'm different. You know, I'm the one that goes the path least uncharted. So I don't go where everybody go. So that's what stopped me. And I was like, no, I'm not feeling that no more. And that's probably because I've grown and in my authenticity. And it's like something ain't right. So I'm thinking like, okay, so now I put together what he put together. And I'm like, well, is this the trick? They show you how to get it to the top real fast. How to cheat your way to the top. Is that what he training y'all how to do? How to get directly to the top real fast? Because you said they may have the profession, but they ain't got the, what did he say? I forgot. That little thing I like, that little quote I just like. They may be polished, but they not, what did he say? Polished and something other. They may be polished, but they're not, shit. What was the word he used, y'all? What was the word he used? I forgot. Polished, but not powerful. Because what's powerful is authenticity is powerful. That's why it's room for y'all. It doesn't matter. Don't compare the look at the numbers for analytic. I was looking for an analytic behind the algorithm. That's what got me to look like it did him. Like this ain't right. So this is not right. Because when you watch people that you admire and you like to watch, and you see certain videos don't add up. It just don't add up. And it's like he said, it's difference. It's a quantum leap difference. Like the views, the comments, the likes, and it's like, wait a minute. You got more comments than you got views. It don't add up. It hits different. It hits. So I get exactly what he was talking about. That I love this man.
Than Tony, so I would be at least a Tony Mega me or a Grande size. But I appreciate what Tony's done for me in his life. I've shared my story before that Carol and I were in a Tony Robbins Platinum Partner Program. We invested more money than we think we ever could possibly invest into a one-year journey in the world of Tony Robbins. And I knew that I wanted to help people. There was a model there. I knew I wanted to do live events, have coaching programs, make a great impact in the world, have best-selling books, because that was a fantastic marker for the influence that I'd be making in the world. Of course, I had some ego in there, too. We all have...
We're Phoenix Energy, a family-owned oil company focused on unleashing American oil from North Dakota.
Some ego. It doesn't mean we all cheat and buy YouTube video views, but we all have ego involved in everything that we do.
Some egos are healthy, some are not. Some are unhealthy.
It's very easy for me to be like, well, what's the point of me doing what I'm doing? Like, there's already a guy doing it, and he's doing it at scale, and I'm never going to be as good as Tony Robbins. I mean, Tony Robbins is like a modern-day Spider-Man. Like, if you know Tony Robbins' story, he started out like at a maximum height of like 5'6", and then he got a tumor on his pituitary gland that pumped extraordinary amounts of human growth hormone into his body, and he became Tony Robbins. He's like a modern-day Spider-Man. He got bit by a radioactive spider, boom, Tony Robbins. How can he compete with that? But number one, it's not about competition, and number two, more importantly, it's not about comparing yourself to other people. And I started off coaching a 19-year-old with social anxiety for $125 a session. That was all the way back in 2014. And that year I did my first workshop. 23 people showed up. And I went from coaching $125 an hour to $1,500 a month, to $3,500 a month, to $5,000 a month, to 50 people in a workshop, to 300 people in a workshop, to 1,000 people at my live event. And it's taken me almost a decade. And there were a lot of times where I wanted to give up. We've got enough to deal with our own personal insecurities than to have people who we look up to cheating and falsifying their success and making it seem like we're further behind than we actually are.
Yep.
Hey, it's David. Quick interruption to your regularly scheduled podcast episode.
Y'all heard that, right? That's what I'm talking about. And it like he said, it'll make you want to give up, but he says don't. So I'm going to put that on my community board right now. I love it. That was lit. That was lit. That shit was lit. Love this man. Love this man. Let me put that up there. Love this man. Y'all. He hit that shit right on the dot. Look at that, 444. I can't fucking not make this shit up. And it's 444. What did I tell you? What did I fucking tell you? What did I tell you? Y'all can finish up the rest. It's like 21 minutes, and that was 9:19 we stopped on. And at 444. Oh my gosh. Y'all, we stopped at 444, and it was 9:19 on the timer. I'm done. See? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. See that? I'm done. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what you were getting. That's what we were reading right there. So it's much like a bunch of narcissists co-signing and giving false hope, talking about leadership, but then they falsify their way to the top. It's not a true leadership. They might have the polishedness of Tony Robbins, 20, 30,000 that they've had to pay him to coach them to stand tall, you know, and a superwoman girl, you know, the white girl that teach you to stand like this because it builds your confidence and all this bullshit. Again, so does yoga, okay? Yoga does too, okay? But then to falsify, to get on these, $1 million platforms and then go straight to the top, and y'all know these motherfuckers come out of the fucking blue. And you like, wait a minute. You just got the fuck here. How's your shit way up there? That he fucking summed up this shit for me. I've been looking at this shit for years. And I've been like, something. Yeah, it's something. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the answer to come. The answer came today when he verified what I already fucking knew. I already fucking knew it. He just verified it. And y'all have heard me, KAU, tell y'all that shit for a while. They fucking with my numbers. They fucking with my numbers. They fucking with my numbers, right? They fucking with my numbers. So again, I was like, nope, That's why I sit back and I be like, Yep. So that's why I sit back and I just do exactly just that. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Stay in my lane. Mm-hmm. Because I'm checking them out, baby. They checking me out, bitch, but I'm checking your shit out too. And you ain't hitting on not a fucking thing. But let the fake and the phony ride with the fake and the phony. And y'all go with the people that's authentic. Because you trust me, like he said, they may be polished, but authentic is powerful. That's a superpower. At this day and age in 2025, baby, authenticity is a motherfucking superpower. A superpower. I got 6 million views in a year. I look at 8 million views. And the 6 million came from one fucking year alone, y'all. That tells me some shit ain't happening. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. There's no fucking way I done got 6 million views in a fucking year. And I'm at 55. Because y'all looking, creeping, stealing my fucking ideas for longer than a year. Longer than a year. But when I started trailing on that fucking algorithm, I started streaming on that algorithm. I started like the clicks to my page drew the flag for YouTube. Who the fuck is this? I got goosebumps. Because y'all started clicking my shit so much. And they like, wait, who is this? Y'all, 6 million in a year. Was 6 point something, 6.1, 6.3, 6.4. You don't think they caught that? Y'all don't think and that was authentic. That was authentic leadership. That was authentic, powerful leadership. You don't think they caught that? Yeah, they caught that. They caught that. They caught that. You know. You see what I'm saying? But again, that's why you know this shit is rigged. This shit is rigged. You know, this shit is rigged. A lot. And now I'm like, okay, so this makes sense with a lot of people then. This makes sense. This makes sense. Now I'm looking like, oh man, my mind just went to go. And I said, oh Lord, you know how you go back to the future and you come back to the forward? And I was like, oh, so that explains why some people's pages are up there that really shouldn't be up there, but are up there. Yeah. They've been buying comments, ads. They've been buying views. You know, it ain't an authentic impression. It's not authentic. Okay? But that's neither here nor there, like Mr. Man said. Mr. David. That's neither here nor there. But I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one. There's enough room for everybody. Because it absolutely is. And no matter how long it take y'all to get there on your channel, just keep going. Just like he said, and like I've always said, keep showing up and keep going. Because one day it's going to hit when it hits. Regardless of what other people are faking the funk about leadership, but then being false on the back end. And then want to try to preach to y'all about fucking leadership. You see what I'm saying? Lying to your face. Child, look at here. Keep going. I'm with him on that. Keep going. I know it's going to be testy sometimes. You know, the water going to be a little murky sometimes, but that's where the lotus come out the mud, right? The lotus is formed out that mud, okay? That muddy water, all right? So that muddy water and the lotus, okay? So keep on doing it and just know you getting it out the dirt. So my success, I got it out the dirt. Just like my son said, out the dirt, out the mud. I got it out the mud. I got it out the dirt. Meaning I didn't steal for motherfuckers. I didn't plagiarize bullshit and steal people content. I didn't buy fucking views and comments and likes and shit like that. I got my shit from the ground, bitch. That's how I carry myself. That's why I carry myself the way I fucking carry myself. That's why I do that. Because I know where the fuck I came from. From the bottom now, motherfucking here. Okay? I came from that motherfucking bottom of that mud, and now I'm here. Okay? So y'all do the same. You can buy if you want to. That's your choice. But what he's talking about is they're preaching, teaching, coaching on leadership, but they didn't do it. But they didn't do it that way. But they want to have that as their little topic shit, you know, to suck people in. And that's bogus. It's bogus. Now I'm looking funny now, because now I'm looking real funny, you know. Now I got the stank on my face now for real. So now I'm be looking like, that explains it. Because I kept wondering why people been on this thing 5, 6, 7 years and their pages are gone like choo, and mine, and I've been on longer than that. I just been doing tarot for the last 5 years. I've been on since 2017. So I'm sitting up here like, something ain't right. Like, where's my rocket? Where's my rocket? Where's my rocket? And I'm looking like him like, damn. But we're authentic, so that's what it is. They got to make us look like we're not making an impact, but we actually are. We're the real authentic star seeds, and they don't want us to be in the front because they want to sell people on whatever the fuck shit they want to sell people on with this bogus shit. And that's why they don't have us so much be on the front of the foreline, because we are the authentic ones. And we're the ones that we're not doing shit just to be fucking doing it. We do it because we love it. We want to help people. We want to give our gift and contribution to the world, to the planet at large. And that's what we do. And that's what we do. And for us to be cheated like that, that's absolutely, that's not right at all. But again, that tells you the type of world, that the type of people that are in this world, that have consumed this world. All right. If you ain't bending over kissing ass, you ain't getting nowhere. You gonna have to go the slow route. The slow and steady wins the race. Y'all gonna have to have some tough skin like that turtle shell to go that route. I'm just telling y'all, you're gonna have to have tough skin. Like the hard shell on the back of the turtle. You're gonna have to be that slow and steady wins the race. Just keep going. Just don't give up y'all spot, because it's like he said, a while back it used to get discouraging, because I used to look at the analytics as they would go up, because y'all remember they went up 1 year, I was 3 million, and then another one was every milestone I would try to catch it right when they would send us the email and stuff, and I was like okay, 1 million, okay, good, then 2, 3, and I'm like okay, good, okay, and then and I'm like okay. So, and then I'm like, huh? When I saw that 6 million, I was like, what? But that lets me know I'm popular by demand. It really do. I'm grateful anyway, either way it go. Either how abundance shows up, I'm grateful either way, nonetheless. But again, it's like, I was like, dang, that's good. I mean, a lot of people learning. So that's wonderful. That's great. That's groovy. That's gravy. So that's good. That's good. And then I'm like, but wait a minute, the numbers ain't adding up. How can this many people be there, but I don't have no likes, I don't have no clicks, I don't have no comments worth shit? And I'm sitting up here like, yeah, something else is going on. That's when my engine started running. This engine. This think cap right here started being like, no, it's some other shit going on that somebody is doing and shifting the numbers and or buying the ads and da. Nah, because I told y'all, I said I tried it and I didn't get no show. I didn't get nothing. I was like, I ain't buying no more shit. That was back when I was doing, I think, yoga, or right after I, got into tarot, and they kept trying to fish me in for videos. And I was like, wow, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I did that shit before with Facebook and it never did fucking do anything. So everything that I do is I just leave it at me. It's me. Either you're going to like me or you're not. Either you're going to talk to me or you're not. Either you're going to listen to what I got to say or you're not. But I know what you're not going to do. You're not going to lie on them goddamn tickers though. So again, and I know the numbers don't add up. So, but hey, it is what it is. I ain't looking at the numbers too much no more because I done figured it out already. But it was just like a puzzle I just had to solve for me. Like I had to look into it for me. Like what is this? What is going on here with these platforms and social media shit? And now I know mostly everybody have paid their way to the top. I'm not saying nothing is wrong with it because marketing is a write-off. There's nothing wrong with it. It helps you on your taxes. It's a write-off. You got to spend a certain amount for it to have you on your taxes, but it's still a write-off, right? But okay, just some things I'm not doing right now. I'm slow and steady. I'm slow and steady. I'm taking my time. I ain't trying to get out of breath. I ain't competing. I see what it is. I saw what it is. I came, I saw, I left. And but I say I came, I saw, I felt, and I left. And that's what I did. I came, I saw, I felt, I looked, I left. There you go. Because now I know what the fuck really going on. I know in these different pools of groups, when you see different people on the panels of certain people and repeating on certain people, now it clicked. It clicked. And I was like, damn, that makes sense. That make motherfucking sense. Co-signing fucking narcissistic tactics to try to squeeze us off the front line, to try to push us to the back so nobody sees our algorithm or see our content and stuff like that. But that's okay, because what I say, the Most High will reward you, not man, not man. The Most High will reward you for your hard work and your efforts, whatever your creator is, because they cannot take your work away from you. They cannot take your contribution to people's lives and the impact that I make on people's lives, that he makes on people's lives. They cannot take that, no matter how big and small our crowd is. You know, nobody can take that away from us, him or me, or anybody else for that matter. So at least y'all can really rest, and I do rest. Go to bed knowing you did something good for the world today. You did something good. You contributed something, some piece of knowledge and wisdom for the world today. You know, and it has been that way since I've been on here. I've not even got on here where nobody don't learn nothing, because I'm not getting up here for shits and giggles too much. I'm getting up here to open up your mindset and get you to think and get you in creator mode for yourself, so you can survive the future of AI, so you can survive the future of technology. And that's why I'm here. So again, it is what it is. So I'll be here for the best. I'll be here for the last ones. I'm still gonna be here. So it don't matter. I'll be them for them in between too. So again, you know, it's just what it is. So don't y'all give up. Don't y'all give up. You know, don't y'all give up if y'all got a channel and y'all doing something, because it's gonna sound like you're gonna be a little nervous because you probably ain't been on live. And then you're gonna kind of loosen up a little bit. You're gonna be like, oh shit. Oh man, I'm feeling myself. Oh, I got it now. This feels natural, because you done did it enough till you now you got the butterflies out the way. And then you're gonna feel like, okay, this is good. This is good. Okay, all of a sudden, yeah. Then you're gonna start. Then the attack's gonna come. Then they're gonna peep you out. You're gonna go across somebody's algorithm if they ain't already peeping you out by now. And then they gonna wait. They're gonna be peeping in the shadows, watching and checking your every move out and shit like that. And all of a sudden, then they gonna come in one by one with the cosigner, the bandwagon, the tailgaters. They gonna come in one by one, and then they gonna start fluffing your ego up, right? Stay calm like I did. Yeah, good. All right. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. The thing is, with empaths, you're not telling us anything we don't already know. That's how you know narcissists don't know empaths, because you're not saying something that we have not already found out. We already figured out for ourselves. They just think they are doing that by love bombing and using these tactics because they consider y'all naive, but they don't consider that y'all are more intuitive than they are, that y'all are more aware of the narcissist than they are, because y'all grew up around narcissistic people. So they're just counting that out as naive, not that y'all are, because you don't probably say nothing, you don't give off anything that like you got the poker face going on too, because you're not so easily entertained. You're not so easily moved. You're not so easily you know, excited about too much shit, right? And so they think, okay, this person must be lame. This person must be aloof, right? I had one guy, one of my guy friends told me I was aloof. I just looked at him. He said, "You so aloof." And I was like, "Oh, okay." You know, literally to my face, in person, in my fucking house. I believe it was in my house or it was somewhere we was at. He just said, we were talking and he just said, "You are aloof. You're so aloof." And I just looked at him like, "Oh, okay." Y'all, I was like, "Oh, okay." Was that a fucking insult or a compliment at the time? So, you know, and we had a pretty decent relationship. We didn't until he lied to me. Until he fucking lied to me. Then he fucked up. Then he fucked up when he lied. I'm done. He fucked up when he lied. And so, and I told y'all that story a long time ago. I told y'all that story a long fucking time ago, but I ain't gonna repeat it because it's the past. It's behind me. I'm gonna leave it behind me. It was a good times. You know, he's a good friend. He's still a good friend, but he fucked up when he lied though. Yeah, he did. He messed up when he lied to me. And I was like, okay. And he told me, yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. I ain't gonna go into it. Change the subject. He might be watching. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's just me just, you know, cracking jokes. But he did call me aloof. Wow. Okay. So, okay, did I finish this one? I don't think I did. This is a fixed light. Oh, okay. No, let's go. Since we got off him and now we still on nip it in the bud at the beginning. This is a, did we do this one? This is a fixed fight and you must analyze the environment. Once you have seen consistent and persistent patterns of rejection, isolation, opposition, and in some cases, thievery. Oh, shit. That's damn near worse than lying. Okay? That's damn near right beside each other. All right? Dang. You must take your contributions elsewhere. It says, move on to where you are nourished and appreciated. Let the battle go and don't let it taint your new experiences. All right. So there you go. And then it says, pull the rug technique. Oh, that's on one of my cards we just made up a couple weeks ago. They got the rug pulled from up under them. Or I made it up a week ago, I think. The pull the rug technique that they be using. All right. The narcissistic. To pull the rug from someone is to upset them, to upset their stability or cause their plans to fail. So again, they've done that to me numerous occasions. Y'all were probably some of the ones that did it, but I'm gonna let the Most High handle that shit, you know, because we own the bigger, better things like candles and shit, returning shit back to motherfuckers so they can get some of that same medicine that they thought they was giving y'all a dose of. They can get it times tenfold. And so we returning the favor. That's what we doing over here. And while I'm rising to the top. Because the cream always rises to the top. All right? I'm just saying. And the salt be down at the bottom. Okay? Don't be bitter. Be sweeter. Okay? Somebody write that down. Don't be bitter. Be sweeter. Okay? Because cream going to the top. All right? So again, and it says to understand the iodum, just, did I write that? I-D-I-O-M. Iodum, just imagine what would happen if you were standing on the rug and it was suddenly snatched from under you. You would probably lose your balance or fall. That is what the envious individual wants to happen. And that's exactly what, and I'm not saying all of y'all are going to do that. I'm not trying to speak that on y'all. I'm just speaking from the experience of what they did. They tried on numerous occasions to pull the rug. but my stability is unshakable because I'm where I'm supposed to be and I'm in my purpose. And that's why you're protected when you're in your purpose and you're grounded in that purpose. You're anchored in that purpose. Just like that anchor card that comes out of this, right? Look at this bitch, man. Look at this motherfucker. Why the hell I picked this damn card up? Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Bitch is mad. Look at there. Because you grounded. That's exactly what I was just telling y'all. Because y'all are grounded. So once you're grounded, ain't nothing they can do to remove you. It's like a tree, the tallest tree with the roots down to match. You know, as above, so below. Y'all are grounded. You're stable in what you're doing. You know what you're doing. So you already know the tactics that people are going to try to do to, you know, get y'all to come down to their level. That's just what narcissists do, y'all. So once we get over that part, or y'all get over that part, it's not going to bother you so much what they do, because you know now that the universe is going to be always there to catch you. You're going to know now how to alchemize that energy and fuel that energy into your project. Don't be destructive with it, because that's what they want. That's why that trigger was there. They want y'all to be destructive and turn narcissistic, lose y'all footing, lose y'all soul, do something bad so that they can claim it and say, I told you they was like that. I told you, and all this shit. No, you take that damn energy and you alchemize that energy and get the fucking work. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's a real alchemist. That's a real alchemist. Female or male, woman, divine feminine, divine masculine. They know how to take stuff and spit out something great. They know how to take whatever negative people throw at their ass and then spit a damn creation out of it. Give birth to something new, something improved. Even if it's your self-improvement, right? Even if it's you coming up with some way to make money or something, or some innovative bullshit like I did. Tarot and shits and giggles. Nobody was doing comical tarot until I stepped on this motherfucking app. Nobody. They were all just as dry. They wasn't singing. They wasn't doing anything. Now everybody's singing. Now everybody toodaloo, and that's fine. I'm a trailblazer. It's in my blood to be one. I'm a ascended Aries. I'm supposed to be a trailblazer. So again, a diamond in the rough, but a trailblazer. But then when they started to mimic, that became something else. Because they wasn't tapping into what their own funny self was. They were taking my own. I started dubbing the cards. Nobody started dubbing the cards until I started dubbing the cards. I even gave the cards names, right? Everybody remember that. So, and then they started. And then they would take my stuff and do it and fuck it up. And of course, Spirit would let me see it. You know, because I had to toughen up, and I'd be like, but really he was just showing me who it was. And I was like, okay, so I know that one, block. So again, block. Because I don't want to see you fuck up my jokes, because then I'm just not even going to be, I'm going to be looking like this, you know, like, so I'm just not even going to see you. So again, and that's okay. Like I said, innovation is innovation. But you can't take something from the creator. Even though they try to take something from the creator, the Most High, your higher self knows that is your imprint. Your higher self knows that is your signature imprint. So you're still going to get the rewards. You just may get the rewards in a different way. And I've gotten them in a different way, plenty of ways. And that's what I saw through all of that. And me alchemizing and keep going and not stepping down. I saw how Spirit turned whatever they did bad and turned it around for my greatness. That I stand on 10 toes. 10 toes, y'all. I stand on it. I've seen it. And y'all probably seen it too. But I'm just saying, everything they tried, Spirit turned that shit floop, floop, and rolled that bitch over to something else. You know, and I'm just telling you, don't give up. Hopefully that'll encourage somebody out there. Don't give up, all right? Don't give up. Just roll with the punches and just know there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way. That's all you got to realize. The Spirit got your back. The universe got your back. You're not going to fall. It's just to teach you something that it needed to teach you. So you needed to experience that so you will know what that feels like, or what's something you're going to do in the future, and it's going to be related to that experience. So then you'll grasp, you're getting like little snippets of lessons for a greater lesson, right? So you can teach in a greater capacity. And that's going to be the icing on the fucking cake. That's going to be the $1 billion deal that seals the deal. And then everybody that was trying to throw stones, build your throne. Build your throne. Build your throne to sit up on. Let them throw the stones, y'all. Let them throw stones. Let them throw the stones. And the stones that they throw gonna be the throne that you sit up on, your empire. It's gonna be your empire. So if you lucky, you may not get to experience none of this. But if you do, you will know Kim told you. You'll say, yep, Kim, I know what she mean now. But I only do it because, so when y'all, if you got to experience that in your own, ooh, hit my elbow. If you got to experience that in your journey, you're going to be like, you know what? Kim gave us an example what to do. She was a living, walking, breathing example. And she kept going. She talked shit and kept the fuck going. She talked her shit and she kept the fuck going though. She talked her shit and she kept going. She talked her shit and kept building and kept working. So it'll be a testimony for y'all. It'll be like a living example that y'all will be like, yeah, she wore their ass out. They went and sat their ass down somewhere and sucked their thumb in the corner. She wore their ass out. They had to give up and walk away. You get what I'm saying? So just look at it like that as an example, what to do if it so happens to y'all. You know, I don't want to project that on y'all, and I'm not trying to, but just so some of y'all won't give the fuck up on your dreams, because that's what this matrix want. They want y'all to walk away from y'all dreams. They don't like people to have big dreams of changing world reforms, world norms. I'm just happen to be one of them. I'm just one of them. I'm a free thinker. I'm not confined to the shit hole of a fucked up system and a way of living. I'm not. I am not. Okay? I'm just saying. I came, I saw, I felt, I looked, and I spit that shit out and said, nah, not me. Nah, I'm gonna do better than this. I'm gonna do better than this. It's a better way. It's a better way. And I know it's a better way. Confirmation, dog, see there? It's a better way. The dog agreed. All right, confirmation. So it got to be a better way. All right, it says they attack the target's sense of balance, leading to confusion and lack of preparation. This is often evident when a person is obsessed with blindsiding you, catching you off guard, and even attempting to embarrass you. Well, we know they did hazing rituals on me. So that's the embarrassment. They want to put you under that humiliation ritual of embarrassment, you know, picking on you, poking at you, calling me, you know, the N-word and all that stuff they was doing, the hate crimes, the defamation of character and stuff, and all kind of, you know, just picking me apart. And I'm fucking letting them bitches do it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, keep up. But just know that karma coming for your ass. All right. And then it says, yeah, just to attempt to embarrass you of some sort, right? You know, because I talk about weaves, I talk about everything, but I'm not, see, they thinking, a lot of people have not experienced a person with real confidence. So they don't know what it looks like. They just know it's a lot of fake in the world. And that's y'all out there. That's not me. That's y'all. That's y'all shit. That's not my shit. So what y'all thought was I was faking it too. And so they thought coming for me would make me sit down, back me in a corner, get me to sit down. No, they felt like that damn girl got some confidence like a fucking goddamn piece of steel. Like, what the fuck is this? It's like they were hitting steel. Like, and it wasn't even, it don't bother me. See, when you grown around narcissists, that's one thing you learn is the boundaries. You put up the walls have become perfect. Because going through all that narcissism, you learn to guard yourself, right? You learn self-love I've learned self-love as a child. I've always loved myself. So again, that's the difference. That's the difference. I came in here loving myself. Okay. So that's the difference. Okay. But they thinking, oh no, she got to be weak like me, because they know what they can't do. And so most people will target you because they're weak, and they're trying to figure out what kind of strength they need to build up to be like you, or like to do what you do. And so they want to poke and humiliate you to see what you're capable of, but you don't give them what you're capable of. You know, that's for them to find out what they're capable of, because that's really what they're asking. They're asking, I want you to help me find out what I'm capable of. I want you to teach me how to be confident. I want to know how you got what you got and I don't have it. That's really what they asking themselves. All right. And it's okay to say no. All right. The art of saying no. And then counterbalancing this is simple. Bounce back and never let them see you phased or dismayed. That was a good one. That was a good one. Oh my motherfucking God. Bounce back and never let them see you phased or dismayed. Y'all need to quote that down below. Y'all need to write that shit down below. Damn. So after they think they done pulled the damn rug under y'all ass, bounce the fuck back and never let these bitches see y'all phased or dismayed. And that smoke that was a confirmation, because the smoke just went out in the tea light that went across the screen. So that was confirmation. What time is it? 5:18. In other words, never let them see you sweat. You know, don't get on here crying about it. You know, never let them see you sweat is really what they're saying. That everybody knows that saying, right? So that's what confirmation. Damn. Boy, the dogs is on it today. All right. And then build up to break down tactic. And that's another little paragraph. We ain't gonna finish this. My eyeballs hurt. We were supposed to be 45 minutes. What are we on? 136? All right. We're gonna stop at this one. The build up to break down tactic, where an envious individual infiltrates with flattery and insincere compliments. Like they be just burning too much energy to eventually break the morale and self-esteem of their target. The sudden lack of respect, acknowledgement, or acceptance is designed to disarm the target of envy, putting them in a vulnerable position, exactly where the envious individual wants them. That's why I said, if y'all self-validate yourself and love yourself, this shit would fly over your fucking head. It like a target, like Neo. It would bounce off of y'all. Y'all would know, because you will be able to pick up people's false love bombing tactics. It is a no fucking brainer. When you are aware of yourself and you know you love yourself, there is nothing nobody can tell you. All you can say is thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And go the fuck on. Don't get so embellished on titles and compliments. Know how to love yourself. Know how to appreciate yourself every day. Validate yourself, your self-worth every day. Validate your self-worth every day. You wouldn't even fucking care if somebody said something or not. I kid you not. I kid you the fuck not. Those are motherfuckers that don't have no self-love for themselves. And they pride themselves off of people's compliments. Like that makes them be seen. I don't care. I see my goddamn self, bitch. I don't need you to see me. I fucking see me. Like, that's all you need. Y'all in the world, when you and the creator is all you need is you need to see your damn self. You need to learn how to see yourself. You know how many days nobody don't see me? I see me, damn it. What the fuck? What the hell? Yeah, we gotta talk, look people in the eye. They want you to look them in the eye because they want to be seen. Because some people are super fucking sensitive, and I'm not talking about in an empath way. I'm talking about in a goddamn wussy ass way, a simpy way. They're softies. They're weak. They're weak. I gotta be seen. Hello, speak to me. No. Validate yourself. You don't need nobody to speak to you. Your world's not going to end if nobody don't fucking speak to you. And it's probably don't after what we talked about the other day. Because what did we say on the swapping candle? It's a way to do what? Soul tie with you. By words. By having fucking words. And I told y'all that yesterday. That if y'all haven't seen that swapping candle reclamation, I did a lot of thorough explanation on what destiny swapping is. Go see that fucking candle. Go see that. That was a teaching candle, but there was a candle on destiny. And we got affirmations, we got definition, we got herbs, we got oils. Go see it so you can get the knowledge at least. Go see it for the knowledge part of it, because that's what I talked about. I didn't do my usual open up with the tarots too much. It was very few tarot even really in it, because it was a more of a teaching thing, because a lot of people got misinterpretation about destiny swapping. A lot of people got, people attempt it. They'll try it. They'll try to delay it. And that's what these tactics, they'll try to do it to you and put obstacles and challenges in your way to delay your success. But they cannot take it from you, because that's your creator. So if a person can take your destiny from you, that's like they can take your creator from you. They can't take your creator from you. Your creator has good things in store for you. If you do the work and do the homework and learn the lesson and move the fuck up and graduate to the next level. And those gifts come with that to show the reward that you actually made way, you paid way and had some substantial amount of growth, and that is your reward. For doing hard work, for doing root work, for going through even this kind of shit. The universe will have a way to reward you. And you'll be just stunned. You'll be like in disbelief. You won't even know where it come from. You'll just be like, what the fuck? Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, it just comes. The universe will find ways to get that blessing to you. Nobody can stop it. The creator is creative. We're human. Learning to tap into our creative side. Most of us, right? That haven't done it already. But the creator is creative, inventive, innovative, right? So nothing new under the sun, moon, and the stars, but everything is always being innovated, integrated, all right? Collapse timelines. So again, integrate the divine feminine and divine masculine confirmation, and y'all will get it. You'll get it. There's no creation without creation. There's nothing you cannot create. Once you tap into that creator gene inside you, there's nothing you cannot create. There's nothing you cannot, and nobody can stop you either. There's nothing you cannot create. You just got to tap in. You just got to get in alignment with it and within yourself on your level, not on somebody else's level, but in yourself, in your own body. What that level is for you. So again, let me see. Oh no, I don't want to read that. That's a whole nother paragraph on the other page. Oh boy, this is good. I want to fucking read the rest of this shit. But with my talking, with me giving explanations, child, teamwork makes the dream work tactic. Oh, bitch, we got to read this. Oh my God, look here. The next one is cut them down to the size tactic. That's that hazing bullshit. If y'all don't got this book, Green Eyes by Mariah Perry, please get this book. Y'all gonna see, y'all have been through the majority of this shit with people that y'all have come across, and it's gonna be fucked up. You're gonna be like, God damn, this is this person, or this is that person that did me like that. Names are going to start popping up to these different tactics that did these different tactics. And I guarantee you, they was a narcissist. You're going to see that they was a narcissist trying to play with you using these tactics. Yep. Y'all going to be like, oh, I know that motherfucker can't talk to me again. You're going to be like, oh, I know that bitch can't come around me again. It's going to give you, spirit is going to point out the people that treated you like these examples, so you don't go by those people no more. You done left. It's the separation has occurred. That was for a reason, so y'all can get to this book right here. This book right here. So y'all would know. Even if it's your own family, even if it's your own boss, even if it's your own, this may even help some of y'all walk away from a job that a boss is doing this shit to y'all. And now this is like the icing on the cake for y'all. Like y'all couldn't understand because y'all were allergic, or not allergic. Y'all were high on the dopamine and on the trauma, in that trauma bond situation with y'all boss and coworkers, that y'all don't want to leave that job because y'all feel like it does something for you. Yeah, it's giving you dopamine hits. It's giving you that tug of war energy, that what do you call that, inconsistency energy that you're accustomed to or used to when you've been around narcissistic people, and it's always been a roller coaster. So that's that inconsistency, meaning trauma bond. So it, as empaths, I will say this lesson of that. If you had that roller coaster, then that means you got to get out of that trauma bond of that roller coaster. All right, because that's the trauma bond right there. You're immune or susceptible to that dopamine. You want that dopamine, and so much that you will tolerate inconsistent people as lovers, friends with benefits, boyfriends, husbands. You will pick those type of people because you've had that roller coaster ride and you're aware of it and you're used to it. You're not used to somebody being steady and consistent with you. You'll try to find some type of fault and y'all will sabotage the relationship as something wrong with you. You're moving funny. No, they're being consistent, but you're used to that energy, that friction, that static energy, that inconsistent energy. Like the Knight of Wands, coming in when they want to, leaving when they go out. Like the Ghost, like the Knight of Swords, coming in fast, leaving fast. Knight of Wands coming in fast, leaving fast. That's that inconsistency trauma bond. So y'all got to stop yourself. Once you've healed that energy from the past, y'all got to stop yourself from allowing anybody to do that, to come in and out of y'all life like that, inconsistently like that, because what they're doing is they're trauma bonding with you. They're trauma bonding. And if you heal, you're going to recognize it and you're going to distance yourself from people like that. You're going to let them motherfuckers go real quick. You're going to spot it. You're going to spot that motherfucker real quick. Trying to trauma bond. Yeah, y'all, it's plenty of ways they can trauma bond. That's just one. Okay. With all the towers and the humiliation, that's trying to trauma bond. They feel like if I can cause you suffering, you gonna stay. Or if I can cause you pain, you gonna stay. You gonna bond with me. You gonna connect with me. We got a common story. No, we fucking don't, bitch. I'm healed. You ain't. Move on. Move the fuck on. We ain't the same. We's not the same. We not the same. Look, I got a red and blue pen. I got red and blue on today. God damn. Look at this shit, y'all. Red and blue pen and red and blue in my hand. God damn, you can't tell me. You can't tell me. Damn. Yeah, that's a sickening motherfucking connection. Hell, that's a sickening motherfucking person, period. To think that an empath gonna bond with them after something they done fucking healed with them. You still ain't gonna bond with them. You don't want nothing to do with that shit. See, you grown. That's what people underestimate your growth at. They want you where they remember it at, your past. That person don't even exist no more. Y'all done transformed that. The phoenix done rose from the fucking ashes. You know, you ain't even the same being no more. All right. So that's what they thinking. That's how they try to latch on to some of y'all. And if y'all don't watch it and y'all go back out in that dating community, that dating pool, that's what y'all gotta be aware of and have built up those boundaries around. And you're going to have to hold yourself to those non-negotiables to not let people in and out of y'all life like that, because that's where y'all came from. So y'all going to have to be able to recognize that person trying to trauma bond with you because they're unhealed. It don't mean that y'all are not unhealed. Y'all will be unhealed if you stayed and took it and you recognized it, because you're going to end up in a karmic relationship again and a karmic cycle again. So y'all got to be able to, outsmart yourself sometimes. You got to be able to tell yourself no and walk away, that it ain't even worth it. Their friendship ain't worth it. Being associated with them ain't worth it. it just ain't fucking worth it. You get what I'm saying? And y'all got to be able to walk away from that bullshit when you spot it. It don't matter when you spot it, as long as you spot it before it gets you sunk in, So, yeah, that part. Confirmation. Confirmation. All right, what else? I'm tired. My eyeballs are tired. Okay, so that's it. We ain't gonna do the cut them down to size. I can keep reading. I'm gonna go. I done did my reading for today. Whew. Good Lord. Wasn't that good, y'all? Read a book. 5 minutes every day or once a week. Do something. Shit. Learn something new. Who learned something new? Who learned something new? Anybody learn something new? I learned something new. Did y'all learn something new? I got confirmation and learned something new. Who learned something new? KULWO. Who learned something new? This book is total. I done demolished this book. I done demolished this damn book. Look, I done demolished this book. This book scribbled all in. I will tear up a book, y'all. I ain't even lying. Not in like tear it up, but I'm talking about with all these scribbles and notes. Because when I go back through this and read this over, I bet it's going to give me something else. It's going to give me something else. I just know it. It's going to be something I missed. And it's going to give me another download. It's going to give me another one. And I'm going to be here for it. Very good info. Very good info. Did it trigger anybody's name? Look at that monitoring spirit. Look at this bitch. Get off my goddamn fucking flying around my light on this damn iPad. Did it trigger somebody's name? Any section of it? You ain't got to say the name. But did it trigger any names in certain paragraphs? Any jobs? Any co-workers? Any family members? Did it trigger any friends or any associates? People that you talk to on a day basis or every once in a while? Did anybody name pop up in your head from the paragraphs? Yo, you said all them exes have my exes. Yep. Learning to accept the things I cannot change and change the things you can, right? The serenity prayer. I gotta read this. I just flipped over, y'all, way over, playing with the pages, and then boom, and I looked. That's why you saw me looking down like, hold up. Oh my God, my mind just went there and a name popped up in my head. I told y'all this book gonna make names pop up in your damn head. Child, look here. I done flipped the damn page damn near to the back of the book. And boom, there it is. I said, That's why I said, wait a minute, what the hell this damn thing say? Oh my gosh. Y'all, let me read this. This really gonna help y'all right here in the dating sector. Listen at this. Reserve and preserve your energy is the name of it. It's on page 92. Page 92. Give the bare minimum to your foes, only disperse invaluable contribution to them. Give the bare minimum. These are narcissists. These are fucking boy. Right? And it says another powerful move against envious individuals is to give them just enough to sustain their position, but never too much for them to prosper and excel at the expense of their target. Damn. Y'all. Everybody playing this one big old game. This is one big old shit storm. All right. This is also an effective tactic when one realizes someone is trying to steal their work. Bag up. Don't give them no information. Yep. And that's exactly what they've been doing to me, which we all know, because everybody can see who's stealing my work and who's copycatting. Once you realize someone view you as a threat and is trying to exploit you for your gifts, disengage. Yep. Pull the plug and watch the foundation fall apart. Yep. Once it falls apart, refuse to return no matter how elaborate the offer or peace treaty is. Hot damn. Boy, a whole lot of names done flew up in my head right there. Like, goddamn. Dang. I mean a lot. That's that song. Once they first they didn't want you, now they all up on you. That song right there. Yep. Even if they try to offer you something to strike your curiosity, don't take it. Don't take it. Bypass it. Decline it. Decline it. Decline it. Decline it. I feel like half the world need to be in therapy. The whole world need to be in therapy. I mean, I literally damn near feel like everybody in the damn world needs therapy. But hell, the therapists need therapy. So who the hell y'all gonna have to go to? Let me tell you. Mother Nature. Mother Nature as your therapy. Y'all gonna have to go to Mother Nature as your therapy, because a lot of these therapists need therapy because they are narcissists. So y'all gonna have to go to Mother Nature and get rooted and grounded in Mother Earth and Mother Nature, Mother God, Gaia, to heal y'all. We're going to have to go to Mother Nature. We're going to have to do it how we did it in the ancients. Heal thyself. Don't let no man, don't put your life in somebody else's hand to heal you. Put your life in your own hands to heal yourself. You know, Mother Nature. We're going to have to turn back to Mother Nature, because men and women can't be trusted in psychology and psychiatrists and shit. Because hell, they need it too. Shit. And probably ain't getting it. Ain't getting a thrill off of listening to us. Like, if you need it, you need it. If you, the S word, call the 1-800 hotline. Don't not go there, but go get your ass some help. But I'm saying that to say, from a holistic standpoint, if you ain't got the good person, a good empath of a healer, of a psychiatrist, you in trouble. You in trouble. You in trouble. But this book has brought so many names to the front of my forehead, which I knew anyway. So really it just confirmed what I already knew, and what I already knew they was doing too. So that's why knowledge is power. Make sure y'all read a book every day, a chapter, a page, a paragraph, 5 minutes. Do something, for 5 minutes at least. All right. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace, love, and harmony. Yeah, by all means, get help if you need it. I'm the first to tell you, as far as nursing, that's my disclaimer. Go your ass to a fucking licensed doctor. But shit, I'm telling you, they are fucking narcissists. They are fucking narcissists. A lot of them. A lot of them. Yeah, go to one you can, a holistic person, an empathic person that you can, the vibe is good. They're empathetic. They're not telling you what it sounds like it's something wrong with you. You don't want no therapist telling you like that in a therapy session. You want them to listen to you like you're supposed to. All right, like they're supposed to. But anyway, Mother Nature, you can go tell a tree everything, goddammit. You can go sit up on a fucking tree and tell a tree everything, baby. You're going to feel good when you walk away. Trust me. You're going to feel real good. Go tell a tree everything. And that tree is not going to repeat it. The tree going to pick up on the vibration and give you that healing energy, that surge that you need to, because it can feel the vibration. You feel it, it probably feel you. So it's gonna be like, okay, yeah, this is what you need. This is the antidote you need. You need a hug. Hug a tree. Tree hugger. I love hugging trees. I love hugging trees. I love watering trees, and I love being earthing and grounding and being barefooted on the grass, especially that cushiony grass, that real soft, fluffy grass, you know. So, yep. Be done, sent all this, honey, been, yeah. And I really feel the vibration of the tree. Yep, you do. You really feel the vibration of the tree. So again, that's Mother Nature is the best medicine for us. Being grounded, being centered in our earth, right? Being connected in our earth. You know, she got the prescription. I know the norm go against us thinking that we got to go and take their medicine and pills and shit and pharmaceuticals and shit. No, you don't. You just need a good dose of Mother Nature. You need a good dose of goddamn get your ass outside and sit down under a tree, you know, and get some air, or go earthing, go grounding, go lay down, go hug it, you know, go tell her thank you. Watch she work a miracle. Watch she work a miracle. You tell Mother Nature thank you and I love you, and watch she make a miracle. Y'all see me up here all the time going, you know you my girl. Y'all see me up here. You know you my girl. Gaia, you know you my girl. You see me all the time doing that. All the time. And then rubbing the Buddha belly. All right? So again, do it. Do it. Do it. Spirit hear you. I don't have to be outside. I can. I got plants all around, but I'm just saying. You know. So, all right, y'all. That's it for I'm gonna say pop up. That's it for book club. We did it for this week. Yay! Yay! I ain't gotta do it tomorrow. Y'all can read the rest of them pages. We're gonna have another book next week. We're gonna have another book next week. That's it. I'm not reading this to y'all next week. We're gonna do another book. But I hope y'all enjoyed it and could take something from it, you know, and stay away from jealous, envious people, you know. And you ain't got to tell them, you know, like how some people I was hearing, oh man, this was a year or 2, 3 years ago or something. Ooh. Pop my back right there. I was hearing from, you know, people that would go on dates and stuff, you know, and tell people who they are. Like, be going on a date and pointing fingers and calling people narcissists, and you a narcissist, that's what you is. And this, you ain't got to tell them they're a narcissist, y'all. Just don't go out with them no more. They know what they is. A narcissist know they're a narcissist. You don't have to go on a date and just bash a person and tell them to their face, oh, you a narcissist. They know they're a narcissist. Just get the fuck up out of there. And don't go back and date them again or see them again. And when you pick up on it, that's all you got to do. You don't have to tell them what they are. That's irrelevant. Just know you can recognize them. Know when you can recognize them for your benefit. They know who they are. They know what they're doing. They know they play games. They know what they're doing, y'all. Just don't play the games. Don't play the games. Don't play the games. And you won't get played. Because it ain't no game to play. Just don't play no game with them. Let them think they winning. Let them think they winning. Let them think they got it. Let them think whatever the hell they want to think. Don't play the games, you won't get played. Because ain't no game to play. Write that down, quote that Kem Arts. All right. All right. Bye, y'all. See y'all later. Peace, love, and harmony. Hope y'all enjoyed it. You're still on here, and I'm still about to leave, child. Y'all, I'm gone. Y'all have a great rest of y'all night. I'm giving me some me time tonight. I don't think I'm coming on unless I really get bored and be like, in spirit, give me a message. And I just don't want to, you know, listen at this dog. I'm going to stare at my roses. All right. I'll see y'all later. Peace, love, and harmony. Y'all have a great one. Hope y'all enjoyed the book. I'm gonna put it in the playlist after I drop it. So go to the playlist. There's plenty of books over there for y'all to read or find them on audio. A lot of them I have them on. They're on audio already on this thing. So even if you can't, if you don't want to buy the books, Google it and see if it's on audio. Because probably most likely they're on audio. Because I got a lot of books that's on audio. All right. So just go look in there and see if y'all can find it. Peace, love, and harmony, y'all. Thank y'all. Have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day weekend to all y'all moms and dads and them dad moms. All right. That's taking care of their babies. All right. That's, taking care of they or got custody of them. Where's my tea light? I thought I had another one up here. Well, shit. I guess not. All right. Bye, y'all. Peace, love, and harmony. I may or may not come back on.